Greetings, goddamn. Salute to everybody. I appreciate you. Good morning on this Sunday morning. We always like to prepare a little master class on a Sunday, but it all depends on if I get interrupted. But salute to everybody, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's good to start the day off by telling somebody that. I know a lot of you men don't know how to tell a woman that because you're scared. You're scared. You know what I mean? And that will immobilize you, man. I had a pastor that told me this on a Sunday morning. I never will forget this. Well, he didn't tell me this on a Sunday morning. I'm just thinking about him on this Sunday morning. But he told me that fear will immobilize you. I will never forget the word. I remember exactly where he said that at. I remember the position. I remember I was in front of the bank. It's as clear as day. There's some things that you just are told and taught, and you just can't forget. And, living in this society now, you can't even ask a woman what she likes in a man because she may just be picking from whatever is available. You know what I mean? It's almost like if you live in a country and all they have available is 3 cars, let's just say GM, and Ford and Buick. And they're going to say, what's the favorite car? And they may pick one of those 3 choices because it's forced, right? That's all they see. That's all they know. So, when my pastor told me that, it was so profound because women don't understand that men live in fear. You know what I mean? Men live in fear. But back to the pastor, man. Yeah, you'll never forget those words, man. And it's so important when you have people that teach you things that are a life lesson. Sometimes I go through changes of missing people that have taught me things, and even the people that are no longer in your lives, people that are here, but they believed in you. I had one sister on a positive note too. She knows she is. She used to always say, "You're gonna blow up." She used to always. That was her thing, and I think that's why. You know what I mean? We kind of had a good foundation from that because, sometimes messages are sent not through a season. Sometimes they could just be through a moment. Sometimes we're always trying to find the mode. And that's what I was trying to find out. It's the same thing when we went to that park in Jersey and we're driving up there like we're driving up there like fools. And, my man's like, oh, there's no this, there's no drama. And then I'm like, you don't have to drive that far to achieve that. But I didn't understand the lesson of the rain, the torrential downpour of men giving the weather report. But I did remember it. It was like, trust in God, don't trust in man. And that's what I found out the next day. Because I was going by the weather forecast. It's the same thing. Spoke to this brother. He's speaking in terms of, as far as AI, and you really can't go wrong because AI is going to give you the truth. But people don't understand AI is just a collection of data of people that gave the right answers. That's all it is. That's all it is. So case in point, right? If you go to AI about a particular problem with this car's issues for the year, the scary part is my mechanic would have told me that prior, or I knew this years ago. When cars been on the road for a long time, we all know the characteristics of it, right? So with AI will give you this layout, and to the common dummy, they're not going to know. They're going to be like, oh my God, I found this information out, which could be crucial to somebody selling you the car that they don't think but it's just a collection of data. But the real level of the mode of being unique, because this thing was like, people say, oh, just go to Google, you don't want to be like that. Because when you go into Google, you're going to start going to Google, which is AI. It's just an enhanced version. AI is just an enhanced version of Google. So when you go there, you're going to be asking questions like, what should I do about the next man I meet? Or what should I do about the next woman I meet? You know, all of the above. And, you know, this is something deep, man. And I really have to break this down. And I want to give the disclaimer. I want man to really take this constructively because I may be really, really rough on you, you know, and really rough. And I think that you should take this video, this stream is probably the best stream that you ever heard because it's going to teach you now to give women a better option, a better style, and kind of open them up to see what works versus than what they throw on. And I'll get to that. So anyway, this past Saturday, which was Friday, my bad. So Friday, there was this big party in my borough. And it was this dude that he's a passport bro. Like I'm not gonna name his name and shit. You know, niggas got grown kids. You ain't trying to make niggas' parents look crazy and shit. But they know he looks crazy. It's kind of sad because the kids don't have nothing to look up to because the dad is looking crazy and then the father's trying to look like the son. You know, I didn't grow up that way. My parents there wasn't no OG that tried to look like us. You know, remember we had eraser heads and shit that was in and all types of crazy hairstyles. They didn't want no parts of that shit. You know what I mean? But we wanted to be like them. You know what I mean? We wanted to be like the Billy D. Williams. We wanted to be like this smooth dude from Miami Vice. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to be that guy. You know what I mean? Because he was who he was. So it was an introduction into that mode. So anyway, my man did this party with a combination of some other promoters, but mainly him, and it was an all-white affair. I don't know if y'all ever been to an all-white affair, but it's just a ghetto version of like brothers and sisters wearing all-white attire and, you know, preferably a nice outfit or a suit. But, you know, a lot of niggas now just, you know, they'll get a white T-shirt, get a white pair of jeans and some white, you know, Air Force Ones and shit, and then, you know, whatever. So I looked at this party, man, and it was really impressive. It was at this place called Latin Grooves. It's a little club down here, not too far from where I live, but it's oh shit. Very impressive place, a space, but they haven't had good events there. And I feel like I said, if they could do this is a good thing. So I think the place name is whack, you know, because Latin Grooves is like, all right, whatever. Now you got to bring Spanish promoters and just post to Spanish people and all that. But they haven't been doing a lot of that. So these are black promoters, and it brought out a lot of brothers and sisters from my hood. I was like, oh, I was shocked. And I was also quite impressed because, believe it or not, the women were looking good. The sisters, you know what I mean? They were looking good. So the thing is, what I noticed with black women, right? In this particular space, you know, fair skin, dark skin, big, thick, tall, slim, small. But, you know some of these people, and then it's like, you know, then you're looking at, so what's the difference that you see with women versus, you know, 20, 30 years ago? So let's just start with that. So what I noticed is gray is not the thing for a woman. You know what I mean? If some women have naturally gray hair, they had it since they were probably in their 20s. But for the most part, women are into color, right? What color complements them, all the above. So a sister asked me this today. I don't know. Let me kind of throw her little question in there if she's listening too. But she did ask me this question. I don't know what she was really saying, but I'm going to give the answer here. And she said that, Yeah, men on black women, not white women for different colors. Okay, so she says, hey, Nate, you know how white women have different hair colors such as blonde, red, black, and brown? Let me give her a link. Send me that link again because I can't get that link for that Facebook. I'm doing a live stream now about your question. So anyway, she goes, hey, Nate, you know how white women have different hair colors such as blonde, red, black, and brown? Why is that sometimes dependent on their tan versus if a black woman wears a brown, blonde, red, or different shade of brown, it doesn't look as good? Okay, let me answer that question. Number one, white is a color. It's colorless. It's not, you know what I mean? It's white. It's, anything looks good with white. So you got to bear that in mind. These colors you start naming, blonde it's not going to look good on a colored woman. It just won't. You ever see a woman that's tan, real dark, and she has blonde hair? She looks crazy. That doesn't look good. But moving on to your next question, why is it that sometimes depending on their tan versus a black woman wears a brown, blonde, red, or different shade of brown? Well, let me do these colors with bit by bit. If a black woman wears a brown and she's of color, brown looks good on anything, right? That's colorful. It's brown. Blonde, however, is colorless. So it's bleached. It doesn't look good on a dark-skinned woman. I don't care how pretty she is. It just doesn't. Red, forget it. Red's gonna look good on a light-skinned woman. It's not gonna look good on a dark-skinned woman. Maybe caramel. The closer she looks to black, it's just. Listen, you got to think on this level, man, of what you find to be appealing. Would you eat a hamburger that was white? Would you eat a green hamburger? Would you eat a red hot dog? Because that's really what the color of a hot dog is. If you eat glizzies, you got to think on the level that salmon, you know what I mean? Like salmon is almost bright red. Sometimes a color can throw off your appetite. So dark-skinned women hair color, they just can't do what a white woman does or a fair-skinned woman. It just never looks good. I don't care what she tries to do because what happens is you clash the colors. It's colorless for a reason. Colors, colorless. So people of color look good with natural colors. Red is not a natural color. Red is a bright color. Brown, black, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to gray hair, nobody wears gray hair better than dark-skinned men or dark-skinned people for that matter. You know what I mean? Sometimes you see a light-skinned girl and she's got gray prematurely. She's got to color that shit. It doesn't look good. She says, wouldn't that perfect match or brown color should depend on the undertone? I mean, what is she? She's light skin or dark skin. That's all that matters. It's just, that's what it is. If you want to do a high blonde, platinum blonde, it looks better on a light skinned woman. It just does. Black, you know what I'm saying? Then she says they have to get a good color match or professional to see what color would look right on base. No, you know what I mean? Because you got to remember, you already got that grizzly man that looks like Grady from Sanford and Son. You got to remember, Grady from Sanford and Son was in his 40s, man. Let me find out. Whitman Mayo, get his age. Age on show. Okay, so Whitman Mayo was, how old was Grady? He was 41 to 46 years old. Now, that's nothing, man. Let me tell you something, man. Let me try to pull this picture up for y'all. This is scary. He wasn't even in his 50s. but he played an older man because of his hair, right? I feel that people misconstrue that styles are not for everybody. And the worst thing that happened to us is y'all allowing Rick Ross, not even the Philly niggas, because these niggas is off that wave, these Muslim dudes. They did that for religious reasons. You know what I'm saying? Some of these niggas' beards be blonde and red and purple and all types of wild shit, depending on whatever sector they're in. But what you got to understand is that we are living in a different time. Women struggle with color because of their certain complexion, right? But men, y'all fell into a trap because the people leading the pack are totally destroying y'all. Like they're really making y'all look bad because they look bad. You know what I mean? And when you got to think about it, that these gay niggas, these niggas is ahead of the game, because the thing is with the gay, well, I couldn't get a good picture up there, but that's him right there, right? So let me try to black it out. All right, so that's Whitman Mayo right there. That nigga was 46 years old in this photo, man. So if you look at Sanford and Son, who looked the best on the show? You know what I mean? You gotta go by that. Yeah, we know Whitman Mayo and Red Fox played older men, but goddamn, like, what men don't understand is you don't want to look older than your age. Oh, you should be embarrassed or you should embrace it. No. That's not true. If you're 40-something years old and you look like Whitman Mayo, which played a senior citizen on the show, he played an 80-year-old man, basically. You know, and if he didn't, that's what he looked like today. That's just the image of an old man. You know what I mean? So when in this party, I noticed a woman, and I got great good video footage, right? I can't share it because there's music playing and shit like that. But the woman, believe it or not, because sisters been looking crazy lately, but here the majority of the sisters really looked good. They wore things to accommodate their weight. If there was a weight issue, you know what I mean? They put time. And this is the key that I want fellas to really understand. Women put time into getting themselves together, and you guys don't. You do not. Because the majority of these brothers looked fucking terrible. A lot of y'all niggas look like y'all came out of rehab. A lot of y'all don't know how to do your beard. Your shit is patchy. Too much of gray, man. To be in an all-white affair and you niggas is looking like Grady, that's very, very disturbing. It's disturbing to me that you guys haven't taken no clout other than the clout of others. Like Jim Jones, for example, is a horrible looking man, but he's actually a pretty boy on the low. He doesn't want to look like a pretty boy because he doesn't want to look soft. So he keeps his struggling braids in there. I know someone like, I don't want to see braids on a man. Don't listen to what a woman says. You have to introduce a woman to what you do. The name of the game is introduction. Because it says if it's left to you as a man to dress a woman, you wouldn't know what the fuck to do. She knows how to put it together because she's a woman. But most men can't dress a woman. Most men have daughters. If they have daughters like me and their wives are no longer here, they wouldn't know what the fuck to go to the store and buy. Men don't know what to do. You know what I mean? A man has to really be into clothing, fashionable, to really, really wish out to Shimmy. What up, Shimmy Boo Boo? He has to really be into fashion to know that. And most black men are not into fashion. Most black men, y'all have a problem with sisters. But the problem ain't them. It's you. You niggas, see the problem, I know it's you because I destroy the majority of the men easily in my age group. Whether I'm in a gym or not, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to fuck with me. Because the problem is you don't know how to put it together. See, well-kept man, he's well-kept and all. That's for the gay community. They created that shit because they clean up. These niggas know how to step out in the shit and shut it down. Y'all niggas be looking tired and old. So the women around, they're forced to deal with you. You know what I mean? They'll probably you probably had a girl that told you, oh, keep your beard, get some facial hair. Now you telling other brothers that facial hair is getting played out. You didn't know that? You don't see Usher and fucking Chris Brown. These niggas is in their 40s. Usher's practically 50 years old. These niggas is clean cut. Even with the little facial hair they got, they're not going to be dancing on stage with their shirts off, nigga, with grizzly Grady beards. That's going to look crazy. It ain't going to look right. You got to think about it. A beard is made for a disguise. You have bad skin. Some of you men that you take the beard off, you may look older because now they see your lines, but not every man can do it. So some men need a mustache. We ain't telling you to go, we say clean up. We ain't telling you to cut it all off, but you know, if you got the face to pull it off, you can. And if you have a woman that tells you, oh, you need to grow this, don't listen to that. You know what I mean? You got to go by what you attract. It doesn't matter what she says because that could be her thing. You know what I mean? You know, so getting back to the situation, it was the other way around in this party. I'm seeing brothers where I'm like, yo, why the fuck did he just, like, you got prickly all in your face? Just cut it off. Because men are afraid of another man telling them to grow facial hair. Are you kidding me? If you have a face like mine where, all right, granted, like I have a big space between my top lip and my nose. So if I cut my mustache off and I have my locks on, it's going to be a different thing for you to get used to. But somebody that met me right off the tip, they're not going to know the difference. Because it's the way you do it. Jay-Z cannot rock a beard and mustache even if he grew one. It wouldn't look right. He got a little stub under his nose for the gap, but it's not going to look good. He actually could pull off the cornrows. Some women don't like it. That's fine. Not everybody's going to like everything. There's certain styles that, you know, a lot of women can't pull off locks. It takes a special, I know one woman that, I don't even know why she cut it. This motherfucker was probably the baddest woman I've ever put off dreadlocks in my life. I will never forget that. Very few women could pull that off. You understand? So what happened in this party, from what I see, because, you know, these days we don't have to go to shit, right? You got the right cameraman, and boy, all of these brothers, man, y'all niggas is wearing hats. What? First and foremost, man, as a man, old man, when you watch the shows like Good Times and all that, and these niggas walked in the house, the first thing they do is take off their hat. And if a man doesn't take off their hat, you're supposed to tell them. You as a woman shouldn't even be comfortable with that. You should never talk to a man with a hat and beard. That's disgusting. Beards stink. Most men don't shampoo their beards. A beard is harder to maintain than your hair on the top of your head. You're not supposed to put shampoo in your hair as a man every day, or some of you niggas that have hair. You know what I mean? You're supposed to put a lather in your mustache every day because that shit's closest to your nose, your mouth. It's disgusting. It's the worst filter is a beard. That's why beards stink. So the large beard, you guys got to understand, if you're not going to get with the trend, you got to create your trend. You know what I mean? You're not going to go to a job interview, nigga, with a big old long gray and black beard at 50 years old, nigga. That shit is just inappropriate. You're supposed to cut that shit off. Now, in jobs, they do have jobs working with the MTA and driving buses. some of the brothers is rocking big beards, but a lot of times they say they Muslim, and nobody want to deal with that. You know what I mean? So they let them just do what they do. They don't want that type of, rejection and dealing with, having issues with, this discrimination thing. But needless to say, a beard is a character. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not, get out the style. It's the style's played out. Now it's a certain individual that can kill that. You seen your man Peter from Atlanta Housewives? He can do that. If you don't look like that shit, cut that shit off. Your shit don't look like Method Man or Peter from, you got to let it go. It doesn't look good. It makes you look older. All right? A beard's supposed to make you look distinguished, asshole. Okay? Distinguished is sexy. Old is not. Nobody wants an old fucking man. You don't want that. If you look old, number one, you niggas is old niggas and you want you a certain type of woman. Now again, a lot of you old niggas want a woman that's half your age or even younger. How do you expect to get that? Well, how about if a dude is cutting his hair to look young? You don't want to cut your hair to look young. You just want to look younger. Okay? In other words, if you're 50 years old, you shouldn't be looking like you're 75 years old. Why would you look? I don't care. Even if you look 60, why would you want to look older than your age? You know what I'm saying? You look younger than 75. So you want to look younger. You don't want to look like a young guy. We can tell. You still can tell a man's face no matter what he does. I can look at a total stranger that's 90 years old and tell me and see that he dyed his hair. I peep dye anybody. Dye is my shit. I can tell dye anywhere. But again, if you nice with it, nobody would know. Nobody would know that Will Smith was dyeing his hair for the past 25 years. He was gray in his 20s. White. But it didn't look right. You know what I mean? Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that the Wayans brothers were all balding because their father was bald. They all had hair, except Keenan. Keenan came in the game with hair. He had a far back joint going back. But back to the situation at hand. All these brothers were dressed with the white attire, but brothers just didn't look good. So the sisters in there, single majority. You know they single because y'all niggas are so picky and they expect a woman. Let me get this one thing through your head as a man. Unless you got the appeal of Stephon Diggs, Chris Brown, or Usher, no woman is approaching you. Get that through your head. It's never happening. Never. Never, never, never. If you look like Grady from Sanford and Son, nobody's going to approach you, bro. And if they do, it's going to be somebody you don't want. I don't know what's going on with y'all black brothers that think that y'all got all these options. You do. You can either be gay or straight. Yes, you do have options. But in this straight world, I don't know what goes on in the gay world, but you know what I mean? In this straight world, you don't have that privilege. Because in the gay world, I will say this, you got to clean up. They'll slaughter you if you don't. You got to be clean. And to have a beard is a mode of very nasty hygiene. That's what it is, especially a long one. You know what I mean? Now, you got you a nice little shape up and, you cut it down and you got a little salt and pepper. That's good because it's a sign of distinguished. So distinguished is a gentleman, right? But when you look back in the day, them old gangsters, them niggas didn't have no hair. You may have had the Al Capones, the cool of these dudes. Some of these gangsters had a little mustache on the top, but they were going to the barbershops, nigga, with razor cuts and cleaning that shit off because they were fly. They were dressing eloquent. See, the problem is with y'all niggas, you wearing a baseball hat to the side with a clean face and your face looks 60 years old. That doesn't look good. Shout out to Kara. It doesn't look good. But if you had a clean face and you had a Stetson hat on, you could pull it off. Dapper Dan is 80 plus years old. Dapper Dan doesn't rock a beard. but he's fly. Some people may have an issue. Oh, well, he got that Walter, whatever the ball player's name is from back in the day. The dress is kind of zany and shit. But again, a long beard. The name of the game is your hair. Long hair is what it is. You can't. It's not about your beard, brothers. It's about your hair. You can't grow no hair. That's a fucking problem. Okay? I'm telling you, if you're bald, work on that. Get some hair surgery, work on that. Fuck your face, nigga. Like, you can have a motherfucking bald head and a big old long beard. That's cheating. Cause you still have hair loss. But the flex is when you have hair. See, the thing is with Sanford and Son and all them guys and Whitman Mayo, they had a full set of hair. You know, a beard will still grow and you could be bald. You know what I mean? You don't want to do what just anybody can do, but a hair, man, it could grow hair. So I'm saying, if you have the hair, you have to realize, hold on. Shout out to Levon. If you got hair and you rocking a baseball cap and it doesn't look good, you got to think about it like this. Not every man could pull off a beard and a hat. That's not for everybody. That's a character, right? So if you think of this, let's just say, I'm going to use a woman, Amber Rose. Amber Rose's character is short, bald hair. She doesn't look right with hair. If she puts hair on, she's going to be in disguise. Nobody's going to recognize her because her character is of that. Then you have women that created a character. Beyonce's hair is wild and huge and all the above. You know what I mean? She can get away with that. She's not going to look good with an Amber Rose haircut. That's not their thing. Beyonce, her mother, they're supposed to have big hair, even if it's fake. Jay-Z cuts his hair off and puts a hat on, and women went crazy because he can rock a baseball cap. A lot of niggas can't do that. But if Jay-Z had that baseball cap on with a long gray beard, it would look insane stupid. You can't do it. Now, some of y'all brothers, y'all get in the mirror like a woman and try to, I'm going to do my own beard and dye. Yeah, but now you're going to look like you was in a cemetery. You got to let a good professional barber dye your shit. You know what I mean? Get a natural color, get a natural black. Don't just put black. You can't go black. Nobody at a certain age is going to have black hair unless you're Asian. Can't do that. Or Indian. Indians too, they can get away with it. So this is about an individual. So the problem with all these brothers I noticed in there, all of them look the same. And some of the niggas that had fucked up heads because they were bald, because obviously if you had hair, nobody's going to cover up a whole full set of hair, especially if it's manicured, right? So now he got a hat on. So they got a white hat on, a gray beard, and now y'all niggas look like y'all elderly. So half of the party look like an elderly party. The elderly is not doing that. They're not looking like you. You know, just got out the hospital, Ronald Isley, and then the other brother that from the Gap Band, Charles, whatever his name is, he got out the hospital. These niggas is trying to maintain from the era they came from. It was about looking good. You know what I mean? They were older niggas, but they still was manicured and they looked good. So the woman back then, yeah, they're not going to walk into a club, a 50-year-old woman, and a woman may be attracted to them per se because that was a different time, right? You can't walk into a club looking like Billy D. Williams with the same clothing from the 70s and 80s. It's not the time, right? But if you do create something as you get older, you have to find out what fits me as a character. Because now this is the age now. I hate to say this, but you know what I mean? You may have your judgment day, bro, and what is the character? Because you wanted to look like a young boy, and then your character should carry on for the rest of your life is basically what I'm saying, right? We all know Ronald Isley always had the bushy eyebrows with the hair pulled to the back. That was his shit. That's just his character, right? But if you look way back in the day, he had an afro when he was younger in the albums, right? But his character is that slick back hair. That's just his shit. Stevie Wonder been wearing braids. Even though he's balding, the fact he's still growing hair is better than no hair at all. But he can still pull it off. He's Stevie Wonder. He's not him rocking a baldy. You know what I mean? He's still clean-faced. And he's Stevie Wonder. LaVon said, what about goatees, Nate? Goatees are good depending on the person. It depends. Goatees are for chiseled faces. You know, you got to remember, I used to deal with funeral homes, and they paint goatees on dead people's faces all the time. Because that's the easiest thing to paint on. You can't paint a full beard, so they paint a goatee. And you don't want to look like that. That's what happened with Usher yesterday. Usher got on stage and everybody thought it was a fake singer, a body double, because they seen the chiseled face. They seen it was a terrible angle. Usher had the shades on. He had that goatee. Goatees make you look dead. You got to watch that. Goatees are for the character of the face. You're older now, so that's the face you're going to have for the rest of your life. So you want to be able to capture something that creates that longevity rather than I want to look like I did when I was younger. You don't do that. That's going backwards. You just want to look younger than your age. That's it. Younger than your age can be, if you're 50 years old and you look 50 years old, that's never good. Never. Now, Nate, what about the woman? Well, the woman, you can't really tell a woman's age as much as a man now. Because women have shapewear. Women have clothes to accommodate. Y'all niggas just wear shit because it matched. That's like, you can't do that. If you look at Nas and Jay-Z, them niggas is clean cut niggas. Period. Yeah, they got facial hair a little bit, but they're clean cut. Clean cut is where it's at. No, it's like 2026, bro. Nobody wants a man with hairy balls. Pause. Like, right? So you clean up. You know what I mean? Even though for women, the trend is coming back for her to have hair down there because they're realizing now a lot of women are getting, as they get older, that doesn't look good for a woman. It doesn't. It doesn't look good when you got a 60-year-old face with a bald vagina. It doesn't look good. The men are not telling the woman the truth. They just want that because they want to have a young woman. So they make women shave that shit off. That's the only why they shave it off. Women would keep that shit up if niggas is like, yo, we want hairy pussy. A woman gonna grow her hair. That's how women operate. They're gonna go by what the men like. You know what I'm saying? When you see women out here looking crazy, dressed like sluts, it's because that's what the men like. That's the trend is what the men like. So a lot of men here, the woman want a beard. Nah, nigga, that's a different type of situation there. Because bad enough they're listening to you. Now you gotta create some shit that they can follow. Because they're not on stage watching Genuine and all these niggas and New Edition with them long fucking beards. That shit is played out and over with. And a lot of you niggas now are going out and you going to clubs and it doesn't even mix with the music. Even if you listening to Little Kim or whatever in the party and y'all niggas is dancing and you got a white baseball hat on, I don't care if it's to the front, to the side, it don't matter, with a long white beard and what is that? These niggas in the 70s was wearing dress shirts and suits every day. The further you go back, the more they was dressed. Now y'all niggas is coming in looking like bums. So the sisters, respectfully, she can't tell you what you should wear in regards to your face. She has to be introduced to it. She has to be the one that says to you, excuse me, sir, you're in the mall. She's like, I always liked a man with a beard, but you have an amazing face. You need to hear that. But how you hearing that shit if that shit it's all covered up? When people are on the run for murder, nigga, they grow beards. That's what they do. And if they can't grow it, they're going to put a beard around them. They're going to put a beard in shades. Usher looked so stupid and goofy last night with them shades because shades and a goat certain goatees, especially thin ones. Never rock a thin goatee. That's for dead people. Remember the dude Magoo that used to be with he died though. Magoo. He used to be with Timberland and he used to be with Missy Elliott. He had that dead face look. You know that coffin look where he looks dead. He used to wear makeup. A lot of y'all niggas is wearing makeup, right? And then they dressed him up and then boom. But you gotta think about it. A lot of times, depending who's the stylist on a lot of these TV show sets, they get the niggas looking right. Look at that guy, Jason Weaver. A lot of people don't know Jason Weaver has terrible skin. Awful skin. Like, his shit is blotched and all fucked up. But if you watch the shot, that nigga got clear skin. You know? Now they got this Tyler Perry shit going on when everybody got the straight line up and all that. You know, you got to understand that shit's played out too because that's not realistic. Nobody walks around with a tapered up, lined up Caesar cut for a week. That shit would last 2 days. You know what I mean? So y'all are watching these things and then not realizing, like, even these guys are using dye and they're using it, but they got 6 stylists. Them niggas is hooking them up. Jay-Z had dye in his hair when Beyonce was combing that shit out. His hair's not black. He has brown hair, so he probably got triplets of gray in there, and it is what it is. But his hat is his trademark. Jay-Z rocking a Yankee fitted is his trademark. That is a New York City nigga to the core. He can rock that shit. Let me think of another dude that's clean cut. Ashanti's man, Nelly. Nelly's a clean cut dude. He got a little facial hair there, but come on now. You would never know that nigga was his age. Think about it. Nelly's the same age as what Whitman Mayo in this picture was. Think about that. If not older, he's older than him. If you look deep into Whitman Mayo's face, you can see that he wasn't an old man. He played an old man. Y'all niggas are playing old man. So to answer LaVon Everett's question, it depends on what works for you. And you can't ask a woman. You got to give it a try. Work on it. See the response that you get. You know what I mean? Cut it clean. You know what I mean? People's all scared and they bugging out or whatever. Grow a little mustache. And that's it. You want to do a little beard. You want a little tiny little something there. That's it. Because when you clean cut, women respond to that more. That's why homos get all the fucking respect. Because them women be on them niggas. Because them niggas stay fly and clean. So the damn macho man, y'all niggas ain't doing that shit no more. Even a white man, even the Rambos, the Sylvester Stallones, all these guys, clean cut, man. You know what I mean? It's not everybody can rock a Rick Rubin beard. Even Rick Rubin needs to clean that shit up, but it's his character. That's just who he is. It's like Santa Claus. Santa Claus has a big beard. Santa Claus can't come through with a black beard and cut it low unless that's not the character of Santa Claus. So Jim Jones if I was to clean up Jim Jones, I would tell Jim Jones, number one, he got to cut the shit off. Cut the fucking hair off. All right? He can't rock a low beard. He's going to have to grow. He's going to be clean cut. Because his salt and pepper struggles. It doesn't look good. His complexion is not dark enough. He got to be a clean-cut dude and just grow curly hair. That's it. He's a curly head nigga. He's half Mexican. Just let go of it. It's not the fact that he looks, he dressed like a young boy. It's not the fact that it's his face. His face is too old for the gear that he wears. You know what I mean? He could wear that gear. Ain't nothing with the clothes he wears. His face. You look at Mano's a clean-cut dude. You know what I'm saying? Then you got your man Davies. Davies can rock a beard. You know, when you coming through and you a man, you got chinky eyes and all that shit, and you look like, you know what I mean? You can pull certain shit off. Tyson Beckford can rock that. He can rock it. Even then, none of these niggas' beards are overbearing. That shit is over. A lot of you niggas is hitting this haystack now because y'all older and you looking way older than your age. That don't look right. You can't go by a woman that you liked and then she told you, No disrespect, ladies, but don't listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Start, if you got a good barber and he knows the deal, tell him, what do you think will look good on me? Again, it can't just be any barber. Your barber got to be nice because he could be going through a midlife crisis too. Because what's happening with a lot of old niggas, they could grow beards, but they can't grow hair. I know a dude now. That's my man. He's a barber. He got a barbershop in Alabama, but this nigga got a big old roly-poly head and a stupid long beard. Men grow beards to make up for the hair loss in their head. But trust me, if that nigga got hair surgery, he would cut that fucking beard off. If Rick Ross had hair, nigga, he would cut that shit off. But Rick Ross is his character. He built his character, his image on that beard. So even him, but if he cut that shit off, it's over. Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean? He can't cut his hair. Well, what about Busta Rhymes? Busta Rhymes is not supposed to be a clean-cut guy. You know what I mean? Number one, he has to lose weight. He's too fucking big. It doesn't look right on him. But he's clean-cut. I give him that. He's clean. DJ Envy, these light-skinned cats trying to, he got hair surgery. Charlemagne, he could do it either way, but he's clean. It's not a problem, man, bringing it to, bringing the razor to the face. So what? You know what I mean? Like, you want to show distinguished, be as distinguished, clean up. A lot of times these little tackheads, they may like a beard. Oh, I know, I want a man with facial hair. And you want the pussy, so you do what she says. You know what I mean? And then when you start fucking with them other races, you're going to be scaring them. You're a black man. You like other races of women. And them niggas, men don't look like that. That's not for everybody. Only reason why I got a half a beard is because I have locks. So I don't want to look like the guy from TMZ. You know what I mean? It looks weird for niggas' faces just clean for me because I'm a big guy. So it looks like something's missing. So I got to have something there to go with the locks. That's the only reason why I did that. And whether it's salt and pepper or not, but my beard grows faster than a mustache. Never forget that. Beard grows faster than anything on your body. You could cut your hair on the top of your head and cut your beard, the fucking beard to grow back faster. It's always like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great question. Shout out to Last Story. Shout out to Lonnie Boo Boo. Yeah, so Teddy Riley, here's a good example. Teddy Riley looks like a dead person. You don't want that because Teddy Riley wears makeup, nigga. There's a big difference. These are men that wear makeup. Deion Sanders has a fake beard. It's not a real beard. That is a surgically induced beard. That's why it looks awkward. He needs to just be clean cut. You know what I mean? Will Smith, again, you know what I'm saying? Will Smith is white. His hair is white. It's been white since Men in Black. A lot of people don't know that. But dyeing short hair is a motherfucker because, you know what I mean? It grows in so quick. Not everybody can pull that shit off. Redman can't rock a beard, but Method Man can. Method Man's the only, Raekwon. Okay, so Raekwon's beard. Raekwon's beard, that's his image. He has to keep that. Fat Joe and them. Well, what about a low-cut beard? Low-cut beard is still clean-cut. Jadakiss would not look good with a beard and mustache. A big beard just won't look good on him. Everybody's different. So when you going by the trend, you got the wrong niggas just showing you. You can't. I know a lot of y'all may look at somebody that looks like you, but you got to think about it, man. When these women going crazy on these other niggas, these niggas do not look like none of the shit that y'all trying to be. So it's confusing. Chicks don't be checking Rick Ross like that. There's women that's into him, yes, but would you want a woman that's fucking with Rick Ross? You know what I mean? She's gonna be whack. Tay Diggs, and he lost his image because he put on all that weight. He don't look right. You can't be short and be fat. A woman, you could get away with that. A man can't. Because it represents he got a small dick. At least with you, it represents your pussy's wet. You understand what I'm saying? It's totally different. I think men need to really, really clean up like today. Get out there and clean up. Throw that fucking hat in the garbage because you look stupid. You know what I mean? If you got a baseball cap on your head and your ass is not triple black, throw that shit in the garbage, nigga. It doesn't look right. Whether you got facial hair or not, it's going to look stupid. That's why Usher looked dumb as fuck on that stage last night. They thought it was a fake, they thought it was a body double because he had the shades and the goofy hat on. It didn't look right. But when that nigga took his shit off, the ladies went crazy. You know, the New Edition, yeah, there's a few members in it that's still maintaining, but, you know, they're not walking around with no Grizzly Grady beards, my nigga. Girls do not like that shit. And if the ones that do is because she's forced by her, it's kind of like a woman that lives in a hood. She's going to date, she's a product of her environment. She's going to fuck a hood nigga. So a lot of these women end up with these ugly niggas because what else are they going to do? That's all they know. They're not introduced to a clean-cut guy that show them, you know what I mean? Like, oh, shit. Nas and Jay-Z, these niggas is all very much in their 50s, man, and they look great. That's the thing. You know, the brothers got y'all all fucked up telling the woman what y'all need to do. It's not them. It's not them, nigga. It's you. You know what I mean? I could tell him, I measure a man on his appearance. You know what I mean? No homo shit. I could tell if a nigga gets women. I could look at him and tell. I could tell. You could tell in his whole fuck swag, nigga, his whole aura. And most of the time, I see guys that want something that they can't have. You know, I seen these two dudes walking through, I told you about in Costco's a few days ago. And they were looking hopeless because it's like, all right, nigga, you niggas, you got terrible posture. You know, when y'all niggas is in a supermarket and you're tall and you want to have your back over, nigga, get a carry bag. You know what I mean? You have no reason to be hunching over because you can look like an old man with a walker. That's what they look like. You're supposed to walk tall. There's a way to walk. Put a book on your head, nigga, and walk with a shopping cart. Look taller than your height, right? So you stand tall. So one brother had a hat on. Then he had he didn't have a big beard, but it was a lot of gray in there. So it didn't like he went to the barbershop. And even if he did, sometimes brothers got to understand, sometimes niggas need color. If it doesn't compliment you because you got a botchy face, you know, like I said, if you're not looking like Peter from Atlanta Housewives, don't grow a beard as a dark-skinned man. I'm telling you. It ain't gonna look like, just go clean cut. You're dark-skinned, nigga. You don't even age. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, your boys are teasing you. Yeah, let them tease you, nigga. Who's getting more pussy? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter what he says. You understand? It matters. What matters is what works. And that's why people are having a hard time with Jim Jones because, like, oh, he's not dressed in his age. I'm like, nigga, he is dressed in his age. Niggas wear that shit. It's just that it's presentation. It's the hair. He needs a cleanup. He needs a makeover. It wouldn't matter if Jim Jones wore a suit. He's still going to be ugly. He wants to look gruddy. He wants to look scary. He wants to look intimidating. So you grow a crazy beard and look a little tough, and he looks, you know, like he's from the belly of the beast. But at the end of the day, nobody going, when that nigga was on Love and Hip Hop, he wasn't looking like that. He's a pretty boy. Pretty boys don't look good when they try to look tough. It just never looks good. Drake will never look good with gray hair. He just won't. He's a pretty boy. Pretty boys can't do that. Pretty boys have a standard. They got to just stick with it. Yeah, he tried to put the cornrows to look tough because Drake's a big nigga. Ain't like he no short nigga. Nigga like 6'3". You know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, all he could need to do is just rock a curly fro. But he don't want to look... He came in the game with a curly fro. He looked like he was from Canada. So now he looks American. He got the cornrows. They cut down on my eyebrows. His image, man. You know, y'all niggas out here looking for, you know, therapists. You need an image consultant. A nigga to tell you, no, don't do that. And you don't question it. Locks is not for everybody. That's why all these kids look like criminals. They look stupid. Some of these kids got to just, listen, drill music is over. Cut that shit off, man. It's over. Just cut it off. You know, if you're not Rastafari, you don't got a long set of hair, your shit is rock like that, it doesn't look good. But the woman, oh, that's cute. They like it because that's the standard. You push that shit on the people. You know, but right now it's clean cut. It's cutting that shit off. Jay-Z had wicks. That's not our thing in New York. We don't rock our hair like that. That's some Southern shit. We don't do that shit at all. Okay, so Kara says, what about Usher, Nate? Even though I'm not much of a fan. Okay, so you just came in. Usher's good. Usher's good. He just that goatee with that damn shit, like that Timberland, like a Magoo shit. He just can't do that. That Teddy Riley beard? No, sir. No, sir. Can't do that. That's some real early 2000s shit, and it don't look good when the face is chiseled and getting old. It doesn't look, makes you look dead. But Usher, he's good money. He gonna be good for a long fucking time because he got a full set of hair. You know what I mean? He don't need a beard. See, when you got a full set of hair, you don't need a beard. Men get the beard because in their mind, they're like, oh, I could grow a beard. Yeah, anybody can grow a beard. Anybody can grow a beard. Not every nigga could grow hair on their head. You could have a receding hairline, nigga, still grow a full beard. So if you missed out on it, we just talked about Usher. Usher's good. You name them, I tell you, they're good. Fat Joe, you know, he's got, his beard is medically induced, but it still fits him. He's suffered hair loss. He rocks a bald head. That's his image. You know what I'm saying? He can get away with that. Some niggas, he don't have to wear a hat because he's confident with his bald head. That's different because he knows it looks good in it. You know, but not too many niggas can do that. Shawn Wayans he got a boy, it doesn't look good on him. That's going to be a problem. He rocks a bald head, he wears these stupid shades, he looks crazy. You know what I mean? You know, I could see if he wore a hat. I could see it. LL Cool J, oh, he's growing the salt and pepper. No, he's clean cut. It ain't going to look right. I don't give a fuck how old that nigga look. A beard is never going to look good on LL. You know, his time is past for that. Only one that can fuck up a beard right now in the game is Method Man. Nobody's touching that nigga on a hip hop tip. And he got the chisel shit, but even then he can't rock it too thin because, you know what I mean? When you have a chisel square face, you could do a lot more than you can't rock that shit with no round face. Round face niggas should never have a beard. It looks stupid. Makes you look fatter. You know? Very important. Very important. It's look so again, you know, you got to teach the woman. The woman have to see that. A woman has to be introduced to, oh shit. You can't look at her and say, well shit, maybe I should look like Usher. Well, Usher's gonna look like Usher. That means his sons are gonna look like Usher. Like, you gotta go by the standard of who on stage rocks a big white beard and the ladies are going crazy. Can somebody tell me? Seriously, I really don't know. So just fill me in so I can be, oh, okay. Who can rock that beard? And they're like, yo, yeah, there you go, his sexy beard. You know, nobody wants to see Grady on stage, nigga, singing to nobody. I'm sorry. It just, and again, if it's a nigga that could pull it off, it's a certain type of nigga. Hold on one second. So gotta fix that shit. Y'all gotta stop that shit, man. So in that party, it was disappointing because I'm like, oh shit, we looking bad. I'm like, oh my God. And I pictured me there. And number one, you know what I'm saying? You know, thank God I got a full set of hair, thank God. But if I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I still would go according to the situation. You know, a white affairs are easy to dress up for a man. For a woman, a little different. Because y'all got to wear shit accommodated. See, men, they don't think about what's accommodated to the body. They just, I got a white shirt, white pants, white sneakers, white socks, I'm good. So there's no effort. Men don't put in effort. The only man that puts in effort is a certain type of man. You know what I mean? A polished man. But most men do not put effort. That's why they want what they want when they want it. But why do you want what you want when the average woman, you can't approach a young woman with all that hair on your face, my nigga. It's just not going to happen. Because y'all brothers like younger women. And then y'all got so much to say about black women. And then the black women in the club look better than you. Now, granted, I know a lot of sisters be looking like shit in the street. I ain't going to lie. But in this party, the woman out destroyed the men. So my question to you is, what does a 40, 50, 60-year-old woman look like in a club? Well, she's polished. She's going to be polished the same way she's polished at 20. But you niggas, y'all niggas, so that white hair, man, that shit is not gangster. You know what I mean? Unless you can pull it off. Some niggas, that's just their thing. And some niggas think they pull it off and don't. It's like, yo, get that stupid shit out of here. But you got to know what you can and cannot do. That's really the key. You know, I know a guy now, right here. I got a good dude. This dude, my man, he got dreads like me, locks like me, but shorter. And he got this real bad razor cut on his face from jail. And he doesn't rock no facial hair, and he wears hats. And it's just, he needs to cut the locks off because now the locks now are not coinciding with his face. He has a very strong face, so he needs to cut the hair down because it makes him look like an inmate. He's still got that same look. And he's out here trying to do a lot of positive things for the community, but that hair is fucking him up. You got to clean that shit up. And somebody has to say, yo, cut that shit off, bro. It's over. You know what I mean? Just cut it off. You need a new look. See, the thing is, when you have a hard face like that, the more and more you try to, you making it worse. It's just the hair can make it worse because now you got a full set of hair that somebody could have used. But now your hair is not coinciding with your shit. It just don't look good. Some niggas got Babyface. Here's Babyface the singer. Babyface is Babyface for a reason. But if he grew a big beard and mustache, that'll kill his image. So you have to create an image now. We're older. So what is the image that I'm going to take to the coffin with me? I hate to put it that way, but it's the truth. You don't want to see a family member like, yo, what the fuck is that? He didn't look like that. What did y'all do? Y'all cut his shit off, did this. You know what I mean? You want to, the person wants to be able to make they look good. You know, you brothers, you know, it's hard. It's easier for women to hide shit, but it's harder for men to do it. It's harder because that's a lot of times y'all get in the front of the mirror. Y'all don't want to pay for that haircut or your barber's whack because he puts too much hair dye. Now he got you looking crazy. That can make you look old. There was a few of them too, but the dudes, man, all them niggas look bad, man. Most of them. Most of the guys look bad in there. Guys just don't, you know what I mean? They just don't put no effort no more, you know? Because you could tell these are niggas that wear pajamas every fucking day in the street. You know what I mean? You could tell. You ever look at a dude and do that? You could tell. So I advise your brothers, number one, if you're going to get in the hats, go to a hat store, nigga. You know what I mean? You're too old to be buying motherfucking fittings and all that. Stop doing that. Go get a real hat. There's a million other hats out here. You could be wearing hats for the rest of your life, but get a real hat. You know, some of these hats is $400 or $500, nigga. Like $200, $300. Get a real hat. And you see the difference, man, when you go on a trip. Go to a trip and, you know, a lot of y'all niggas want to come from the States. Like, I want to like a New York nigga. Nah, nigga, throw a nice hat on, man, and some nice shades. Like, you know what I'm saying? Clean up. Clean that shit up, man. It's a good feeling. Y'all niggas are cleaning your balls and your nuts and your damn underarmpits, your chest hairs, but you don't clean your face. You know, well, later I thought women were attracted. Women are attracted to it because it's supposed to look distinguished, but a lot of y'all niggas, you're doing too much. Let me see if I can pull a picture up of my man here. Hold on. Let me get a photo. Now y'all can really see what I'm talking about here. Let me pull this shit up. I think I may have a photo for y'all. Okay, I got it. Okay, well, there's a couple dudes that was repping in here, though. I'll show you my man. Hold on. We're going to get these pictures up. This is the only way y'all going to learn it. Capadonna from Wu-Tang Clan. He ain't looking good. These guys, some of these guys got to understand, man. And, out of Wu-Tang Clan, there's only two people out of that group that got a good image. That's Raekwon and Raekwon and Method Man. Ghostface looks like a dead man. It looks terrible. Too much makeup. And he painted his hair and all like that. People don't understand. That makes you look old because now you're really trying to hold on. Now you want to look 16 again. That's not dope. That's not dope. Okay. Let's hope for these went through because this is a new. So let's see if I could do this. This would be really, really good so y'all could see. So these are some of the pictures from the party. If I could pull this up. Oh, okay. All right, I got it. I'm working it. Okay. All right, so I don't know how big it's gonna show. All right, so see the brother in the middle. All right, so this is a good picture. This is a good example. There's only one man that represented in this photo, and that's to do with the Balenciaga. All right, he fly. You know what I'm saying? The dude to the left, just shave it all off, my nigga. It's pointless. Like, now it looks like you got a 3 o'clock shadow, a 6 o'clock shadow. The man in the middle is my man. No disrespect, that's my bro. He's the reason of this video. He got to cut that shit completely off. Just cut it off. He used to rock it black. It looked worse because he had it all dye. Now he rocks the green because, no, you got to cut it off. You're bald. You're bald. But when you're bald, you can rock a clean face. You're bald. Keep a mustache, a light mustache, and shape that shit up as less maintenance and you're cleaner. Cut that shit off. Now, to the right, that's Capadonna from Wu-Tang Clan, right? He clean, but he don't look right. He got the hat on the head because he got a big head. Pause. He got it to the side. That's showing age. He needs to slim down. Period. That's a weight issue now. Now he got to slim down because his weight is making him look old. So now my other bro, then the Balenciaga. Come on now, who you think getting all the ladies? Him. He getting it. He coming through with that Balenciaga. His clothes fit his body. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got a pair of sneakers on, they fashionable sneakers. Niggas said they all got sneakers on. Capadonna, that outfit is terrible. He the richest one out of the whole group. Capadonna got that cheap ass linen suit, short set. Come on, man. You Capadonna, nigga, you should have just had a nice tailor-made suit. You part of Wu-Tang Clan, nigga. You traveling over the world. You know what I mean? Now, my other man behind him, y'all can't see him too much, but I'm just saying that all these men are of a certain age, and the only one killing it is him. Now, my man to the left, at least I'll give him the credit. He got a real hat on. You know what I'm saying? That's a hat. But, Capadonna got, he wears a hat too because that's kind of his image because he doesn't really rock his bald head. But come on, man. You know what I mean? Shit don't look good. Now, my man in the middle with the big long beard got a damn Hanes t-shirt. You don't go to an all-white affair, nigga, with a fucking undershirt. You don't do that. Get you a nice shirt, nigga, even if it's a polo, something. But the point of the matter is that I'm telling you what the ladies will like. Forget what they say they like. They gonna like him. They're not gonna choose none of these other niggas. They just not. Some women gonna probably choose the nigga with the beard because they're like, well, shit, the nigga in the Balenciaga shirt ain't gonna even fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? So this is all around. Let me see if I could give me some other pictures now that was that easy to do. It was a little, this is a good example. I'm so glad I was able to share this before I close this thing out. But y'all got to get it together. And it may take time, but work on that. And once you work on that and get rid of that fucking beard and mustache, that beard and the stupid fucking hats, now you could approach a woman. Now I'm going to show you my homegirl. I'm going to show you her. Let me show you my peoples here. Matter of fact, so this is my, oh, fuck, hold on. That's my girl Lisa, right? It's my neighbor. She look good. She know how to look. Now, she don't look like this every day, but this motherfucker, I tell you, when this nigga steps out, she always puts it together. That's just what women do. So the fact, fellas, that women put so much effort into their look, just embrace them. That's why they putting effort into it, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? All women need is attention. So that's my homegirl right there in the middle, right? Now that's bro that we just seen with the Balenciaga shirt. He got a top over it. You know what I'm saying? But he's playing the part, right? So that's not a great picture of her. Let me give it a better picture of her. She got a full body shot on this photo here. Hold on. I'm gonna show you the woman y'all were looking. Oof, god damn. The sisters was looking. I know these girls personally. I don't want to hear shit about age. Y'all sisters, stop listening to these niggas. Stop listening to them. Please stop listening to them because they don't know what the fuck they talk. See, this is where it matters when you go out. Because now, I can't be with, I don't know how y'all do, but I can't be with a nigga that's going to embarrass you. That's embarrassing when niggas be looking bad. So hold on. Ooh, let's get these photos in. Yeah, here they come. Damn. Fuck is this thing at? Yeah, I'm very I was actually quite surprised. I thought all y'all brothers talk all this shit about sisters, and y'all niggas be looking like doo-doo, man. The older men get, the worse y'all look. Now, again, it's not supposed to be that way because when I was coming up, you're supposed to get better. You didn't give a fuck about your young pictures. You look at the OG pictures. But y'all niggas are looking bad. I'm not even capping, man. Seriously. Because nobody's telling y'all. They don't know. No, hold on. Them niggas will know when them ladies are gonna be complimenting your ass. That's why y'all ain't getting no fucking compliments. Okay, hold on. Where's Lisa at? Okay, hold on. Look at this photo here. First of all, let me just put this photo up. Look. Okay. Okay, hold on. All right, so now here we got age, right? Look at this. It's close up. This is age, right? This is the shit y'all like to get on. Oh, look at the lines in her face, all the above, right? And they still look good. They didn't go crazy, but they still look good, right? These are older women. These women are literally 60 years old. I think they look good for 60, right? My question to you is this. Who tells you when you look old? See, the problem is that men don't understand what happens when them lines hit your face. Like, men don't have these discussions. Y'all don't even discuss going to the doctor. So what happens when that kicks in for you? That's the problem. Like, what happens when you zoom in on Jim Jones' face? Right? Okay, so let's just check this photo here. All right, so here we go. Okay, so bro to the left, right? Now, I'm going to tell you like this. Bro to the left, cut the beard off. Keep the mustache, right? Because you're bald. I know you're trying to hold on. The man to the right, that's my bro. This motherfucker is like, he's older than me, okay? He look good. First of all, genetically, he has a thing because his family has great genetics. The Graveleys. These niggas just age well. So he's already gifted. I don't know the dude to the left, but I definitely know the dude to the right. His whole family's like that. Everybody just looks good, even his fucking sister. And his sister's my man's mother. That's how old this nigga is. This nigga gotta be 60 years old. So he got the salt and pepper, he gonna pull it off. He gonna pull it off more than this goofy nigga with the fucking glasses to the left. You know what I mean? Now she's just happy because she's around two good looking men, whatever. She probably knows bro, whatever, but that's why she's taking that picture. Even her, she could have used a little bit of work on her, because she got a little bit, you know, her hair's not done, shit like that. But still, y'all niggas see that light-skinned pussy, you just gonna take it for what it is because she got a fat butt. You understand where I'm coming from? But again, that's just showing you what a woman that didn't really put in a lot of work. She still looked good. You could tell that she doesn't, you know what I mean? She got a dress for the affair, but bro did it right. You know what I'm saying? That's what they like. They like that salt and pepper, not that big shit. Yo, that shit, they lying to y'all. They fucking y'all niggas up with that shit, man. Like that's not what it's supposed to be. Hold on. Let me throw another one in there. Let me show y'all Lisa, so my peoples. So Lisa. Okay, so here's Lisa, right? All right, so this is Lisa right here. That's Lisa to the left, right? That's another. Look at the brother in the middle, nigga. You see what I'm saying? He's clean cut. Got to clean up. You understand where I'm coming from? You got to be clean, nigga. You're wearing white. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want your fucking beard matching your goddamn shirt, and it doesn't look good. But again, if you pull it off, you pull it off. But these women are of a certain age, and they came dressed to him. You know what I mean? They put it together. They look good. You know what I'm saying? He actually maintained it as well. Chris said, good afternoon, Nate. Appreciate the discussion. I started my beard, never looked back. You started or you got, I ain't trying to tell you to grow that shit now. Hold on. I'm telling you, that shit's getting dated. Shout out to Will B. What up, homie Nate? Hope all is well, G. I'm tapping in. The show love, schooling us. We looking soft and weak out here. Keep up the great work. I appreciate that, man, because you know what, brother? I wish I could show you the video to this party, man, but, man, let me get some more pictures. I was a little disappointed, man, because the brothers did not show out. The few brothers that are here, I'm showing you, yeah, they doing it. You know what I'm saying? But look, the ladies want, and again, if y'all want women to approach you, no. The woman put more effort into their look. Just give them the attention. Trust me. You'll never go wrong. Thank me later. I'm telling you. You look good. Get rid of that fucking beard. Get rid of that stupid fucking hat. And then the doors open up. I'm telling you, they all open up. See, a lot of these brothers, nobody's telling them. So they're like, oh, fuck, they're telling man what to do. They refuse to listen, but you know, you got to play your part. And if, as black men, a black man is like a dark-skinned woman. They can't fuck around. They got to, either you right or you not. I ain't saying a few of the sisters that look crazy, but they still was putting the effort. Like, you still can see effort. Effort is key, you know what I mean? Not every man could rock. Okay, let me get this picture up here. Oh, man, some of them came in and looking a little skanky, but whatever, right? Let me see. So, what is this other one here? Oh, my God. Okay, so overlays. This shit some technical shit here. Hold on. Let's try to pull one up there, another one. Let's pull one more up there. Okay, all right, this is a good one, right? All right, so check out these sisters, right? All right, so this is a good photo. I know how to move it now. Okay, this is a better. So that photo was a bad shot. I had it too close, whatever. Okay, these sisters here, right? All of a certain age. The one in the middle is the oldest. She like 62. This is how crazy it is, right? Who does the white look better on? It looks better on her. This is her time. Dark-skinned woman kill an all-white affair because of this. She ain't did a lot. She got a marvelous body. I know her personally. That's my nigga for real, okay? She be in the gym doing her little thizzle, but she's, you know what I mean? This motherfucker's literally, you know what I mean? She's in her 60s. Now, the woman to the left and the right, I know one of them, but I don't know the other one, right? But still, this effort, their nails, the accessories, the hair. The one to the right didn't do too much with her hair, whatever, but niggas is still piping because she got a big ass or whatever. She got some weight to her, but you know what I mean? Ain't none of these women, nobody not knocking none of them down. That's not happening. The problem is that how y'all not attracting that? Oh, she too old, nobody gonna want her. That's not true. It's a lie. These are lies. Stop listening to that shit. You know what I mean? Trust me when I tell you, most of y'all niggas will get tired. First of all, a lot of y'all will get turned down from these women and they probably twice your age. That's not true. They look good. Everybody looks good there. You know what I mean? Oh, you like a model? Yeah, but now, come on now. That you can't get this. How you gonna go get a model? It's not happening. So, you know, these are everyday people. We ain't no celebrities. You don't know none of their names. Yeah, look at the one in the middle. Look how fine her fucking ass is. She is badder than a motherfucker. Okay, look at her. Look at that chocolate skin. Look at her hair. You know what I mean? But they put in effort. All you got to do is compliment them. I must say, lady, you are looking incredible. You look nice. Wow. She's going to say thank you, and you made her day. Can I take you out? Can we go to lunch tomorrow? You know what I mean? That shit could go far. But if y'all niggas are looking like Grady, she going to stay away from you. You know, thanks for the compliment, but this nigga looks terrible. They don't like that. You know what the Supreme woman tell me? Why are these men looking older than their age? They don't like that. The one girl you're attracted to, she may like that. Collectively, nobody likes that. So y'all gotta switch it up. You know what I'm saying? She look good, right, Rich? I'm telling you. So you know what I mean? This says a lot. Like, these elements are, you know, important. Now, mind you, right? The brothers, hold on, let's try to get a picture of the brothers, because I know y'all niggas just, okay, so, oh my God, brothers, God damn. Take off your fucking hat, nigga. Please, take it off. It looks stupid. Take off your hat. I know that they condition and they probably ain't going to tell you to take it off because my brother wears his hat. Everybody wear their hat. No, it don't look good. Hold on. They don't like it. Hold on. What the fuck is this phone doing, man? Okay, this one here. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah, y'all got to do better, man. All of them motherfuckers looking like a snack. I fuck all of them. All of them were looking good. But y'all let these brothers talk about y'all. Trust me, they living in a dream world. Get out that dream world, bro. Tell her nobody pays you no mind, because I know nobody's approaching you. I could tell you the type of man that get an approach if anybody. Women get wet over a visual, nigga. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all niggas can't even get an erection anymore. You got the audacity. A lot of y'all, they gotta work y'all, kiss y'all, suck y'all. Like, these women, they get wet on sight. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, so look at this photo here, right? Here we go with y'all shit. Okay. Oh, fuck. I lost the photo. Hold on. Okay, let me try that again. Bear with me. That was a good photo, too. Oh, my God. Okay, here we go. Okay, all right. What's the problem in this photo? Can somebody tell me? What's the problem here? Number one, I hate to tell you, but all these niggas is old, right? So if this was a picture, you know how we talk about our OGs? We are the OGs now, all right? Okay, what is the problem in this photo? I want somebody to tell me. I tell you the problem. None of these niggas is in their right mind. None of them is playing their right image. None of them. None of them. First and foremost, y'all got hats indoors. Okay, you're wearing fisherman hats and you're wearing baseball caps. Okay, just understand, when I was wearing the fisherman cap, I was 17 years old. Baseball caps is a no-no, nigga. Y'all niggas are old. You got gray in your face. Now, that's Stevie D from the Force MD is the second to the left, right? Cut that shit off, bro. You could rock a clean cut. Cut the little fucking Billy Goat shit off. That looks stupid. That's not even a goatee. It's a Billy Goat. Cut it off. Get rid of the fucking lady shades. Those shades are cheap. You got big female shades inside of a club. You ain't even got no designer shits, nigga. Them shits is for girls. You probably pay $5 for the shits. Get rid of that. Take the fucking stupid hat off. Okay? My man with the glasses and the right, whatever, again, all these niggas look like somebody's uncles, man, and grandfathers. And they are. My thing is, none of them have to look this way. Bobby Rell, take off your beard, bro. Just take it off completely. You stay in this shape. You don't need it. Just cut it off. Cut it off. Everybody here right now, this is what they look like. And this is the best it got. Cut that shit off, man. Lose them, throw them hats in the fucking garbage, nigga. If y'all so secure, at least Bobby Rell, again, he got a beard, but he got a bald head. And when niggas got a bald head, they got a big beard, they think they makes up for it. They got to get rid of all that shit. All this is bad. All of this. Okay, another overlay I'm going to tell you. Let me show you another one. Another issue. You probably didn't peep this. Okay, you had an all-white affair. Y'all niggas are wearing shorts. You don't wear shorts to an all-white affair. You niggas, you gotta stop that. Okay? This is a problem. You got on shorts, my brother. That looks great. She put a nice dress on. You know, she's heavy, but she put in work in there. My man got a big gym towel with a big Kango fisherman Kango from LL Cool J's time with big shades, my brother. No. That's crazy. You gonna embarrass your kids. How come you just didn't get, sometimes it's just best, man, to go get a nice cut, take the glass. Unless you got an issue, you got one eye or something like that, maybe you don't want to scare nobody, but this is unnecessary. Women put in effort. So if you want to court a woman, it's very simple. Clean up and approach her. That's it. You don't have to approach her to date her. Just give her a compliment. She wants to know that all this work that she put in there, the hair, the makeup, the nails, that shit not only is it time consuming, it's money. She put all this shit into, and this is what y'all niggas is looking like. That's crazy. Some of y'all are forced. Oh, I don't want no Tyson Beckford looking nigga. Yeah, because you attract these ugly niggas. You know what I mean? You probably feel in your mind you can't attract a man like that. But promise you when he approaches you, you ain't going to turn him down. These are the representations that's bad. These are bad representations for black folks, black people. It don't look good. Yeah, y'all could drag the woman and, oh, yeah, she this, that, and the third. Nobody going, yeah, but this is what y'all looking like on a party day. You know what I mean? You gotta do better than this, brothers. This shit is all wrong in all ways possible. Can't go like that. This nigga got on shorts. He shouldn't even have not gotten the party. Look at that. Well, that's insane. We don't wear our shorts long like that no more. That's some 2002 shit. And you got a pair of Nikes on with some low-cut socks. Now you're showing age. This is what you don't want to do. You don't want to show age. You want to show style. Write it down. You don't want to show age. You want to show style. That's insane. What the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? You could have just had a pair of some white Pradas on. But the shorts, you leave them shits at home, my nigga. Like, it's not hot in there. Wear some nice pants. Get them tapered. Boom. Well, nigga, and everybody, all this shit is affordable. If you're there, it's affordable. So it's okay. My man to the left, his sneakers was cool. I don't know what they are, but you know what I mean? The pants could have been more tailored better. You know, but even the sister in the middle, she ain't super dope, but she still put in effort. She still put in effort. You know? I think it's important for people to really, really, really start putting the time and effort in yourself. Please. You know, you got to switch it up because, you know what I mean, one side of that party just looked disturbing. It was disturbing to me. You know? It's disturbing to me when, you know, I know, you know, granted, you know, you still going, you still moving around, and that part is great and life is great, but you know, how are the kids looking up to y'all wanting to look like this? That's not good. You know what I'm saying? So don't, you know, your trailblazers are not doing a good job. And the ones that should be the trailblazers ain't telling y'all. You know, Kevin Samuels tried this shit. He was the last one. And even then, he threw that shit in the garbage and went after the black woman. See? You see? Kevin Samuels was teaching y'all the same thing. And he ditched that shit and went after the black woman. That's what he did. Y'all go after that black woman and he died. Think about it. He died from hypertension. You know how many people's in this party on fucking medications? It's a lot of shit here. Yeah, when it was 30 years ago, niggas ain't, you know, people walking there, they didn't have a worry in the world, but there's other conditions. It's to the point where you're asking what kind of medication you take, You know what I mean? Gotta do better, man. It's not a good look anymore. And you know, some of y'all barbers, even your barber, you can't count on him. He wants $50 for a haircut. Fuck him. He doesn't care what you look like. He'll do whatever shit. You want that? I'll give it to you. Yeah, that'll look good. Nobody tells you anymore what looks good for you. Okay, that's my man in the middle there, right? That's bro with the bling. You see how his pants fit? You see how his sneakers fit? He gonna be good in any borough, any city. He gonna be good. To the right is a fucking Wu-Tang star. He looks like an old man. His glasses are terrible. The hat, he's coming in, he's walking around with a hat, which is rude. He got on shorts. This shit is all wrong. This is really bad. And that's a celebrity to the right. And the one to the left looked more like a celebrity than him. Shout out to Chris Jobber. Do you think today's youth would follow suit if men worked on their better presentation? I don't think men need to wear suits. That's not the answer. Again, Jim Jones could wear a suit. He's still going to look like shit. Mano's going to wear the suit better. You know what I'm saying? Dave East is going to wear the suit better. You know, he just, no matter what Jim Jones wears, it's not that. It's Jim Jones is his image of his face. So it's not too much. Don't get caught up in the dressing part. I'm just adding that in because niggas is just letting themselves go. Those glasses are old man glasses. He's supposed to have some nice designer glasses. Some nice shits. You know what I mean? And when you're a big dude, you need some nice glasses, right? The clothes were whack. Look at his shorts. It was just all wrong. And meanwhile, the nigga to the left ain't no celebrity and that nigga lit, right? So today's youth are not thinking about us. They don't, you know what I mean? They leading the pack, if anything. You know what I mean? If anything, you don't want to look like them. But they ain't trying to look like us. We trying to look like them more. You know what I mean? So wearing the suit ain't going to move them to do it. Jay-Z could get a suit on stage. No young boy's going to be like, oh, I want to do that. Young kids don't give a fuck about Jay-Z like we do. You know what I mean? I got a good one for you, Nate. If you IG, there's a new Uncle challenge started by a cat who going viral. He sprays his cologne and catches it in the viral. He thinks it's late 40s, but because he lets bit. Nah, stay away from them Silver Fox niggas, all that. All that shit is garbage. Stay away from that. Those niggas look like Grady in Sanford and Son. You don't want to fuck with them Silver Fox niggas. No Uncle challenges, none of that, nigga. Like, no. We didn't call uncles back then unless it was a real uncle, right? We wasn't looking at Billy D. Williams and all these fly OGs as uncles. They were just distinguished gentlemen. You don't want it. An unk is a damn disgrace. Get that shit out your vocabulary. You don't want to be looked at as an auntie. You don't want to be looked upon as an uncle. That's not good. You got to correct niggas on that shit because uncle is a bad look. Uncle is what you see my man to the right. Even though the nigga to the left is probably the same age as him, he don't look like that. I see all them Silver Fox niggas. Them niggas are fucking goofballs. They look stupid as fuck. Nah. We killing that. Get rid of the beards and the hats. Throw them shits in the garbage. I don't fuck with them uncle challenge. Wow, there's a rumor he's 75, but he's in his 40s. Yes, losing Kev was wild. He had blood pressure, and we were doing the Red Bulls with Tig. Yeah, but I don't kill everybody. It killed him. I don't kill everybody. My point is with Kevin Samuels is Kevin Samuels tried to help niggas, but that is not the way to do it. Like, that suit shit is, you know what I mean? Suits are not the answer. Our lifestyle doesn't accommodate that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even push y'all to do all that. I'm just telling you, dress better and get clothes that fit your body. That could be a t-shirt. If you got a big fat stomach, you shouldn't be wearing a tight t-shirt. Don't wear no V-necks. That comes and goes, but I would never wear no V-neck because V-necks are old. You know what I mean? So when Kevin Samuels did that, he wasn't successful with that, was my point. So when he went to trashing a black woman, it's the same man. These niggas be trashing sisters and they look like shit. You know what I mean? Like, look at you right now, right? You would need a makeover, right? You gotta go to a nice optician and get some better glasses. Spend the money. Spend $1,000. Spend the $1,500. It's worth it. You know what I mean? Because you coming in with them glasses like that, they're gonna think you're a damn pervert. That's the same shit that Capadonna had. You gotta them shits. Those look like reading glasses. But we love beards on men, Nate. Yeah, but you gotta understand, it's not the full beards on men. That Rick Ross shit. Nah, that shit gotta go. That ain't working. Cause all the niggas is really eating the pack. You wouldn't like that big beard on Usher. You wouldn't like that on Chris Brown. You wouldn't like that shit on Jay-Z. What's my man from Menace to Society? They don't look like that. That's not true. Oh, no, darling. No way. No way. What's my man's name from Menace to Society? What's his name? Right. No, don't listen to that. Respectfully conscious. Don't listen to that. A beard is not for everybody. A lot of these niggas can't pull that shit off. You tell me you wouldn't date the guy to the left? You would make him grow a Rick Ross beard? Nah, he don't need to do that. Because you got to remember, this is the thing, conscious. Just understand this, right? These men are into non-black women. Non-black women ain't checking for that. You don't see porn stars with these big beards and all that. You don't see these middle-aged niggas fucking these white, Hispanic, and Asian women all through these porn hubs. They don't look like that. That's not the look. They shave their chest. They keep their face low. Again, you ain't got to cut it off entirely. Certain people could get away with it, but if you can't get away with it with his bald, at least keep a little bit there. Full beards are a wrap. It's over. It's done with that. Full long beards for a black man, that shit is not a wave. So if women are saying they love that, I'm glad you mentioned that, you can't go by that. You got to go by the situations now on the man setting the trends. They'll adjust. Same thing with the dark-skinned black woman. She gonna say what men like, but if she changes her image, the men are forced to follow. That's the thing about a trend. You throw out the old in with the new. Nigga may not want to let that old car go, but you get that new one, you're gonna be like, shit, you could give that shit away now. I like my new shit. That's what I'm saying. There's only one man in this video, in this picture, that needs a makeover, and the one to the right. He needs a makeover. I don't know how this nigga's on stage with Method Man and he ain't even taking heed to that. He just, you know what I mean? So when a woman loves beards, you like a beard on a certain type of man. Certain men could pull off a beard. Again, my man from the dude Peter from, Atlanta Housewives, he can fuck a beard up. So you tell a man, oh, I like that on a man, but then he goes and gets it and he may not kill it. Peter killed it. That's like a man telling a woman he like women with just big asses. But there's some bad chicks out here with little butts, with flat asses, with not so big ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from? Like, man, listen to what you said. But I'm here telling them like, yo, y'all got to switch that shit up. You know what I'm saying? See, she said the hottest is tight as fuck, right? And as a single go-to. So hold on. Let me ask you a question. In this photo right here, watch this. In this photo right here, which man would you date? The one to the left or to the right? Which one do you find attractive? Straight up. Like if one of these guys approach you, which one would you prefer to approach you right now? Because I really want to know that. Watch this. Now, mind you, you know what I mean? They still, nobody got a beard here. They got a little mustache, but no full beard because they clean, right? She said neither. So okay, now mind you, she said neither. All right, I'm glad you said that. So if you say neither, what kind of man do you like? With a Rick Ross type of guy? I hate old wannabe young. Nah. They ain't no wannabe young niggas. One niggas is actually a rapper. He can't help it. It's not that he's trying to look young. He's just not polished. The one to the left is not a rapper. So just, okay, so now, man, listen to me, man. Watch this. Watch what I do. She said she hate wannabe young guy. Okay, so mind you, that's cool. Let me wait for her another answer. Okay, so now mind you, man, okay. Shout out to Calvin. What up, Calvin? Once a woman tells you that this ain't her type, then that's it. You can't. In other words, there was this little thing on Different Strokes, right, years ago, and the girl said she liked Mr. T. And I remember Arnold dressed it up like Mr. T for the girl to be attracted to them. You understand where I'm coming from? If that's not what she liked, that's not what she liked. She said neither. She said, I prefer cowboy ranch vibes. I'm a Texan. Okay, so none of these niggas got a chance with her. And that's fine. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of women that would have fucked with the nigga to the left. That's a fact. They would have chose him probably over the nigga to the right because the guy to the right is giving off an old man vibe, right? But I don't know what that is, a Texan. You lost me with that. Like, you know what I mean? In other words, gentlemen, if that's what she likes, don't be trying to become a Texan. That's what she likes. She's entitled to that. Mr. Rock said, oh, salute to Mr. Rock, what up? Right. In other words, sometimes when men, and we know this, when men are attracted to a woman, they want to become everything she's attracted to. So in other words, she may say what she said, she likes a man with beards. You got to say, nah, I don't fuck with no beards. That's it. You have to just say, nah, I'm not growing no beard. Because what happens when a woman doesn't I like women with big asses. She goes and gets a fake butt for men to like it. You know what I mean? Don't try to be what she's not attracted to. That's what she likes. That's what she likes. She's entitled to that. But you know what I mean? I wouldn't take it as an L. I think men take it personal when people hear what people like. But again, when you set the trend, it don't matter what she like because there's going to be, as a black man, you like non-black women. And most non-black women are into clean cut. They into that. They don't like that big hat. You're not going to walk in their family's house with no stupid fucking hat and a beard. You understand? It's not happening. Calvin said, Nate, how should old cats dress these days? I think old cats should just wear clothes that fit their body. Start there. Start living in a tailor. A tailor's going to get a good tailor and they'll tell you. If your wife is a tailor, if your mother's a tailor, whoever, that's how you should dress. Wear clothes that fit your body. Because you could wear anything. You could wear Jordans till you're 90. It don't matter. It all about what fits your body. If this man to the right had wore, if his shit fit his body more, he would look better. You know what I mean? yeah, less headaches choosing women that find you attractive. So it's just better when they find you attractive. But hey, it's a gift and a curse because she could find you the way you are, and you know what I mean? Most women don't find you the way to be that way, but she does. So that's good. But then there's a downfall is you want to appeal to more women and she likes what she like. Sometimes a woman will like what they like because they don't want you getting another woman. You got to watch that. She'll tell, I know a kid now, he's fat, fell off, look all fucked up. She don't want the nigga looking better because she doesn't want him to appeal to other women. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to watch that too. Never go by what a woman like. If she don't like what she like, then fuck it. You ain't fucking with her. That's all. It's like a woman that meets a man and he says, I usually don't date black women. I usually date white. Okay, cool. Nice knowing you. That's it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like don't listen to that. I'm glad she said that because that's why I'm glad she said that. Don't go by what she likes because what she likes is entirely different. I won't be that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just so much. It makes it so much. I admit, man dressed young look crazy to me. Pause. Right. But if a man is in good shape and he wears his clothes accordingly, he could pull it off. It depends how he's wearing his shit. For example, you dress young and you got a full-grown beard with a snapback that doesn't look good on most dudes. It just doesn't. It clashes, right? So I know this dark-skinned dude around my way, older nigga, but this cat look like a young dude. He's still in good shape. He's slim. He's dark-skinned, but he wears a hat all the time. He can pull that off. His clothes fit his body. He just keeps it simple. He's neutral. That's good. You know what I mean? But meanwhile, you got a nigga like Jim Jones where it's just like, come on, B, like, the fuck, like, it's like, cut that shit off. You know, it's clashing. From the neck down, from the neck up, it's clashing. You feel me? That's what it is. So Conscious, the fact that Conscious said what she likes, men get really thrown off. I don't know if y'all know, ladies, you want to throw a nigga off, tell him something you like that doesn't apply to him. That's a major turnoff. That's like you saying you like guys in the gym and they like six packs. A nigga don't got that, you know what I mean? He's gonna feel like shit. So it's not good to tell what you prefer. You gotta prefer on a different type of men. Me as a ladies man, I like all types of women. So it all depends. You throw it at me, I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. You know what I mean? I'll take this, I'll take that. Like Lauren, okay, here we go. Here's a good example. My nigga Lorenz Tate. Thank you, Mr. Rock. I was looking for the name. Like Lorenz Tate, he could get away with the slick young look attire. He could get away with anything, bro. Anything. Lorenz Tate's gonna be able to do that for the rest of his life. He's like Keith Sweat, nigga. These niggas don't age because they got style. See, the thing is that people don't understand. You could rock something that ain't you, and then you got some things that's your style. Usher has a different style than Chris Brown. You know, that's why their looks don't clash. They two entirely different niggas. They dance different. They sing different. Their music is different. Similar. That's why they should have been on tour years ago. Angela and, Brandy and Monica, I don't know. That's kind of a clash there because they're similar. Their look, their music. I wasn't for that concert. I didn't think it was even necessary, personally. I think she should have doubled that shit up with somebody else. But Chris Brown and Usher, yeah. Two different fucking elements. Similar, but two different type of elements. Chris Brown's the best dancer in the world. Not saying Usher's not a good dancer. He's a choreographed dancer. They both can dance, right? But they got two different styles, two different looks, light skin, brown skin, two different age groups. I mean, come on, man. You know, that nigga Lorenz Tate, ain't nobody fucking with that nigga. That nigga could wear Jordans, a sweatsuit, a gold chain, a hat to the back. He can get away with all types of shit. But nobody want to see Lorenz Tate in no gray beard, 7 inches long. They don't want to see that shit. Sorry, don't listen to homegirl. Y'all in the fuck. It's a Method Man. Y'all talked about Method Man earlier. Method Man's beard is gray, but he's not gonna rock it gray. He colors it. It looks better colored. When he's doing television shit, when he was there. Look, Kelly from Destiny's Child fell in love with that nigga. Just on the set. See, the good thing about it, there ain't a lot of good looking niggas out here. So if you clean your shit up, you know what I mean? Women to jump to that shit, I'm telling you. Because most women are forced to love what you put them in. Like, I love a man with a beard. The next thing you know, you got 5 girls that told a guy that, and then he grows a beard and then nobody pays him no attention. It's a setup. Gotta watch that. Calvin said, Nate, who in hip hop could dress and had style? Diddy. Diddy can dress. That nigga Diddy knows how to wear a suit. He know how to wear hip hop shit. Ain't nobody fucking with that nigga. He know how to keep his hair on par. Diddy was a fly nigga. No question about it. You know, you'll see when he come home. You know, if he ever do. Diddy, I'll give credit to what credit due. I know he's a douchebag, but Sean John, man. I mean, come on. That nigga Diddy was always fly. You know, he went with the time. You know what I'm saying? You got to get with the time. It's like you can't have a bicycle store and sell bikes and you ain't selling electric bikes. You know, it's just getting with the time a little. You're still selling bikes, but you just turn it up a little bit. So it's not about dressing young. It's about looking better. If you look good, nigga, you can wear anything. Michael Jordan looks like shit. Shaq looks like shit. They look like shit. They do. You know, they look tired. You know what I mean? Women don't like that look. But they're clean cut. And white bitches don't play that shit. They don't like all that beard bullshit. All them porn stars, they ain't into that shit. They ain't into that. Sisters is into that shit. You know what I mean? I agree. Women love the selected few men that's completely on top of their game. Right. So you looked at, I'm going to use Game as an example. I know you just meant that Game, but Game. Game with the haircut and the weight, he looking crazy, man. He needs a makeover. He looks dirty and fat, and he got to lose the weight, cut that shit off, cut the fucking hair off, nigga, go back to the clean look. See, when a dude is big, he looks taller when he loses his weight. You know what I'm saying? Shaq looked like an old man. He walking all messed up. How about The Rock? The problem with The Rock is Rock's got too much steroids. He walking all fucked up now. Like he got something up his ass. And you know, but Rock would not look good with a full facial hair. He just won't. You know, it wouldn't, you know, he can get away with what he does, you know what I'm saying? But he's not a great example because we don't even look at that nigga as a nigga. Women go with the style that's presented to them. That's the thing. That's all. Women go by, if you're a woman and you live in a neighborhood with a whole bunch of fucking bums, and 99% you're going to end up dating one of them niggas. So they don't really know. Ask the average woman right now, I want to change my look. What should I do? She wouldn't know what to tell you. You got to ask one of them flaming gay ass niggas that style people. They'll tell you. They did it to fucking, they cleaned up, a lot of these niggas, they cleaned up Drake. They cleaned that nigga Drake up. Drake was looking awful when he came into the game. They said, no, you got to lose them fucking eyebrows, nigga. Now the problem is they try to lose that accent because they don't want to hear that. You know, they try to keep him in California to lose the accent. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Robert, what you call it? Rock looked like shit. He looked terrible. Let's see if we got another photo. Yeah, this shit is big, man. Oh, I'll show you a nigga. I don't like to use him as an example because he's a piece of shit, but he can pull off a beard. See that? He can pull that off all day. All day. When you got this color, this chocolate complexion, you can pull that off. This is what they like. But even then, he don't got a big beard, nigga. He got a full beard, but not a full long beard. That full long shit is over. He can do that. And he can rock a clean cut. He can fuck with that. Brian McKnight. He's a piece of shit and all that, but he can fuck that up. No question. You can't do it. So a woman may like him and like, oh, I like a guy with this. Like, nah, don't listen to that because she wants you to look like Brian McKnight. Can't fuck around, man. You know, women put a lot of effort, man. Trust me, enjoy it. And there's some ugly niggas that get away. Look at him. You know, he can get away with it. He clean cut. You know, he look like Godzilla, but some women find this nigga attractive. They like them non-black women. They like that look. That's the look they like. They don't like that. They don't like that Grady shit. What about the shoe game? Shoe game is very important. Black brothers gotta get into what's good for them. They gotta go to the shoe store and say, what would you suggest? Find the most fashionable person in the sneaker store or a shoe store and say, which suggestion? This is way before AI. I asked the one individual. You could pick them out and they'll tell you. For a man like me, I'm trying to switch my style. What would you do? Y'all don't ask them questions. it's an ugly nigga. But I've had women to tell me, no, he's very attractive. I think Idris Elba is a great example of, nah. Idris Elba is not even part of us. He's not even from the United States. We're not going to use Idris Elba because Idris Elba is a European actor that just gets our money. I don't fuck with that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Fuck Idris Elba. We talk about niggas that live here in the States. He don't even live here. You know what I mean? Don't get fooled. I'm telling you. Y'all niggas want to fuck all these non-black women and all that shit, man. You definitely got to change that look. You can't be looking like Grady from Sanford and Son, nigga. That's not going to work. Non-black women don't play that shit. If she do, she going to look at you as a trick. Old ass nigga, gray beard, or he probably got a pension. You don't want nobody saying that about you, man. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. My daughter, hold on. Yeah, let's show you all. When niggas get pussy, nigga, you got to wake up. You got to think about what they looking at, man. This is what they want. They don't want y'all niggas looking like old men. They want y'all to look good, clean cut. I'm telling you, they're not attracted to that shit. The billionaires are not into that shit, bro. Trust me. And this is the woman, this is outside of black women. We talked about black women the whole time, but if you going outside of black women, definitely. I ain't saying to put a tattoo on your face. I'm just saying they like a clean cut man. They don't want that nigga looking grizzly. It's disgusting. Let me see. Let me find something else. Be careful by looking at the other celebrities and getting the wrong impression. Let me see if I can find another photo for y'all. Young Jeezy. Oh, that's not a big picture. Oh, hold on. Darling, hold on. I'm going to call you right back. I'll call you right back, darling. I'll call you right back. I'll call you right back, darling. I'll call you right back. I'll call you right back. Hold on. Oh, shit. You know what I got to do? Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Okay, so take heed to that, man. Clean up, man. It's a beautiful feeling to... Listen, it's not going to happen today. Just start paying attention and say, yo, it's time to switch this shit up. And niggas will follow. I'm telling you. You got to set the trends, man. Don't let women tell you what you should do because, you know what I mean? Because then you may have to tell her what to do and y'all got a big mess there. Young Jeezy. Okay, here's a picture of Young Jeezy. He can get away with that. These dark-skinned niggas, they get away with beards all day. He can fuck with that. He can have that shit dyed. He can have it gray. He can have it clean cut. You know, and he a bald-headed nigga. So you know he gonna put all his time into the beard. Calvin said that a lot of cats like wearing ties, but ties especially dope. Yeah, the ties are good for the occasion. You don't want to be out here dressing like, you know, Bondsworth. You know, we ain't tell y'all to do that because that's not what's in. Ms. Roxy, I agree with you, Nate. Find lame body frame when it comes to developing it. Yes, you gotta. This is the time to start working on it. Say,
You know, it's like having a car. Like, yo, I gotta hook my shit up. What should I do to it? You work on it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do no AI shit. Don't do that. This right here, you know, you don't want data. You don't want AI collecting that data. Don't even put that question out there. Just listen to everything in this video here. Dark-skinned man, beards are for dark-skinned niggas. So certain light-skinned niggas can pull it off. It's always been that way. Even your man here, he cut that shit off when he finished the playoffs. Cut it off. I'm telling you, it's just. Got to switch that game up. Don't ever try to be what women are into. You know what I mean? Try to be into what the masses prefer. You know, a well-groomed ass black man. That's it. Well-groomed, nigga. And that shit does not look good when you fucking got a retarded, huge beard. R. Kelly was on point with his shit for a while. You know, even this nigga here. Again, look at his complexion, man. He could get away with that. That's the look. That's the look right now. If you could fuck up a look like this, nice haircut like that, and you got hair, yo, you a bad nigga. That shit is in. This is in right now. You had an all-white affair, you looking like that, nigga like, oh shit, nigga, you look good. And you gonna be fucking up because they all the same age as you. You like, they're gonna be tripping. Nick, these barbershops are expensive after COVID. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I would not count too much on barbershops. Unless you blessed to have a barber that's affordable, but do not go to expensive barbershops to do this because it costs money to look good. Right? It will. You don't want it to cost a lot of money because you're a man. It shouldn't be that expensive. So, but if you got an expensive barber, then you're going to go look like the old Grady man because it's less maintenance, right? Right. Don't do that. You know, if you have a good barber, if not, and you got somebody that could cut your shit or you cut your own hair, you know what I'm saying? Run with that. You ain't got to spend a lot to be clean. You don't. But if you have a barber that's expensive, that motherfucker's going to rob you. It ain't worth it. Let's see another one. See, Young Jeezy, he fucked this up. You see what I'm saying? You can't play with these chocolate niggas, man. You can't play with these niggas. These niggas is nothing to fuck with because they rule that shit. See, when you a bald-headed nigga, you light skin and grow a beard, you just a nigga that got no hair. But when these niggas are dark, it looks like they cut it purposely. You see what I'm saying? He probably hasn't hair in ages, but he can pull it off. See his suit? See how the suit fits his chest and his shoulders? That is an expensive tailed suit. That's a good looking suit. Ain't no cheap fucking suit. But see how it fits couture to the body? That's what you want. He ain't in no shape. He ain't no muscle, nigga. But the suit, suit's supposed to fit the body. Clothes that fit the body. That's the key. Go in your closet, pick out shoes, pick out things that fit you. You wear size 12, maybe you wear size 13, nigga. Like, maybe that's why you walking funny. You know, it don't look good when you're trying to squeeze your shit in no cheap shoes or any shoes for that matter, right? You gotta watch that. Nate, give your opinion on what attracts young Latin women to brothers' swag and appearance. Are niggas like this? They like that. Outside of black women, I know they want to know that too because we did mention non-black women and, you know, I'm going to give an answer too. We're not on the Latin wave anymore, but to answer your question, because I did say non-black women, to attract a non-black woman, fuck Latin white, you got to look like this. You know that suit ain't no $200 suit. You know that fucking bow tie not cheap. He looks like $1 million. You understand? So non-black woman, as you can see, what he got an Asian at the time. That's what they're into. So when they see a black, distinguished black man, it's better, tall, dark, and handsome, right? So he fits the criteria. But if you are an old nigga and you look old, then he could look old. He could look old right now. He could fucking grow his beard. He could have a long ass Rick Ross beard in gray, and it's gonna spook him out. They don't like that. Remember, their culture is clean. Their men are clean. So when they see a black man, the black man's supposed to come even heavier than that. Women love these bald-headed niggas, man, that look like this. They don't want no bald-headed nigga looking like Rick Ross. They want it looking like him. He older than Rick Ross. I'm telling you. You know, so to answer that you want to attract the non-black women, if everybody teaches his own, that's how you got to look. I ain't saying you got to wear that suit. I'm just giving an example. You know, if he wearing regular clothes, you know his shit going to be lit. But somebody styled his ass. I don't remember him like that back in early 2000. Kasim said, it's important to have confidence while wearing your outfit increases your aura and attract. Yes. So when you feel, yes, that's true, Kasim. So when you feel good, you look good. When you look good, you feel good. Y'all niggas are playing a role because a woman told you what she like. And then you go out there with that look and nobody's going to pay you any attention. You can't approach no woman with no big old gray beard, nigga. You just can't do it. I know non-black one, you're going to scare her. Clean cut nigga is a sign of great hygiene. They like that. You want to look so clean like you shave your balls. A woman to look at you and be like, damn, I just want to blow him. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Hey, did you go to the Jamaican Day Parade? Nah, I ain't fuck with that shit. It's too dangerous. Jamaicans shoot too much. I don't fuck with them niggas. Too much guns. They didn't do it this year. They shut it down early, but they'll do it next year. They just started yesterday. That was the first Jamaican Day Parade. I don't like parades though. Ms. Rock said, okay, Nate, what's your opinion? Should every man own a tailored suit, or at least you should have at least 5 suits in your closet? And you have them for years. When, you know, the style comes and goes, you know, the styles come and go. So I had a suit that I had since 2004. And depending on the style, you know, the tailor, they don't cut the shit. They just tailor it to the fit. You lose weight, you gain weight. You know, you got cuff links, you got cuffs. That's what a good suit do. Some of y'all can have suits for years. It's not like you've grown anymore. You know, but our weight fluctuates, so you need that for the time. Right now, the European cut is in. Now it's about having the cuffs on your legs. You know what I mean? Sometimes it goes away. Oh wow! Thank you, goddamn. Thank you, Green Vegan. Goddamn. See that? She said a dapper man could get it. I'm telling you. Let me tell y'all a story, man. I went to my daughter's little graduation for kindergarten. I had a suit on with that shit, man. Them teachers ain't even give a fuck what my wife thought. They went crazy. And again, I'm not just a man in a suit. I had a tailored suit. Big difference. I didn't just go to Macy's and get no suit off the rack and throw it on my back, nigga. I went to a suit store, took that shit to my tailor. He tailored it to my body. I waited a couple of days, copped it back out. He tailored my shirt, and it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? What did you say? I don't know what you said last. To say I was bugging. Hold on, I'm trying to see. I think it's said, Nate, you bugging. You ain't watched The Wire. I don't know what you said to say I was bugging. So let me turn this back a little bit. What was your last comment? Hold on. See what he was talking about. I think Alba is a great example. No, first of all, do me a favor. Get Idris Elba's balls out your mouth. That's number one, bro. All right, get his dick out of your mouth, and then get mine's out. And after you fucking stop deep throating the both of us, let us breathe a little bit, okay? All right. What you should do is go to Idris Elba's Instagram. Send him a DM and say, I want to suck your dick. That's it. Good luck with that. Okay? Don't get into it. We're not going to be battling about men, bro, okay? Because you look like fucking Steve Urkel. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get him out of here. Fucking clown. You dick riding bitch. You ain't going to ever get no pussy, nigga. Just go watch Pornhub. Do what every loser does when his wife don't want him. You fucking piece of shit. The fuck out of here. I'm bugging. We bugging. You see this Asian pussy? You think you would say anything about that in the picture? You think you would talk about how fine her ass is? You talking about Idris Elba still? Nigga, we been off that. Fuck Idris Elba, nigga. That nigga ain't from America. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Idris Elba is a wannabe Ralph Tresvant looking nigga. He want to be American. He's a cornball just like you. Okay? Don't come at Get the fuck out of here. Don't come back here no more, you fucking goofy bitch. Look at you. Look at your glasses, nigga. Them shits look like fucking reading glasses, you fucking blind fuck. Get out of here. Okay, 6-eyed motherfucking monster. Get out of here, you piece of shit. How dare you talk about I'm bugging? I'm the one helping your fucking goofy ass. You here talk about Idris Elba, nigga. We talked about that shit 10 minutes ago. You still talking about his balls. You seen The Wire? What you want me to do? Oh, you seen The Wire, how cool he was, you fucking groupie? My man Hassan was in that whole episode, that whole series, nigga. He's from Staten Island, nigga. Get the fuck out. He would have been a good example, but you jumped on Idris Elba's dick. You fucking corny bitch. You fucking the whole game up. Dummy. Fucking clown ass nigga, man. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You know getting pussy, bitch. Tell your mother to come over here and suck my dick while you sucking Idris Elba's dick, nigga. Tell her to come over here. I'm sorry. Fucking clown. Ugly motherfucker. It's always that ugly motherfucker that got, yeah, you bugging. Well, first of all, you shouldn't even be here, nigga. I don't talk to you. I don't talk to fucking garbage like you. You the type of nigga that come in the store, I close the door on. You know when somebody be like, can you hold the door? I said, nah, man, let that shit go. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I see you getting robbed, nigga. I just fucking hit the gas. Let them do their job, nigga. Stay out of mind your business, fucking boy. You fucking moron. Don't talk to me. You shouldn't even have been here, nigga. I hate niggas like you. Fuck my whole live stream on. You shouldn't even have been here. You googly fuck. Let me look at you. You got the audacity, nigga, to come here. You didn't look in my face and say, you know what? Let me stay out of here, man. These niggas, this is way past. I think you was the one that want to suck Kevin Samuels' dick. You fucking corny bitch. You got no blue check and you got that. These other brothers knew what it was. Okay? They taking heed to like, you know what? Let me write this shit down. I ain't getting no pussy. It's a Sunday. Nobody called me yet. Nobody called me in 10 years. Yeah, nigga, go to Pornhub. Okay? Go to Pornhub. Why don't you go watch a man that looks like Idris Elba and let him fuck you up the ass today. You fucking horny bitch. I can't stand you motherfucking male groupies. Piece of fucking garbage. Okay? Matter of fact, today is garbage day, nigga. I'm about to throw you in the fucking garbage, nigga, when I leave here, you fucking piece of dirt. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Pardon me on that. Oh, they always be lying. These motherfuckers. Yeah, okay. And I tell you, these niggas are terrible, man. That's what happens. You know, I'm not your enemy, nigga. You need to be listening to everything. How can I look better? Right now, I look like a fucking googly piece of shit nerd. What should I do? Well, for one, nigga, you got to fucking run that face into a wall. Then we can fix it from there, because you're a fucking hot mess. All right, googly? All right, because you look like a motherfucking pedophile. As soon as you probably say hello to a woman, she probably be like, yikes! She put in all that work. Okay, that don't apply to you. I know they want attention, nigga, but they don't want you. They don't want that type of attention. Okay, you better not say nothing to nobody, because all you going to do is scare them. You know what? You remind me of one of them niggas in them videos where they catch the pedophile talking to a 12-year-old fucking boy. Okay? Go get fucked up the ass, nigga. Piece of shit. I'm sorry. So she said, April, he got cologne videos on his page. Oh, that guy got cologne videos on his page? Cologne? What good is it taking a cologne? You don't take a bath, you fucking stink fuck. Get out of here. I can't stand niggas that talk about cologne. Oh, like, you know who should be doing cologne? Ladies. You should be telling the niggas that now that's some shit you should be telling niggas you like. What cologne you like on it. They're going to talk about niggas with beard you like. Get the fuck, y'all going to fuck the whole game up. And then when we tell you we don't want your fat ass, you going to take it personal. Now we show the foreign girl, you'll be like, oh, Nate, this is fucked up. We didn't know we were listening to her for that. No, don't tell them that you like beards, nigga. If you like a beard, paint a beard on your fucking face. Okay? Because the minute y'all sitting up there in them concerts watching Jay-Z and fucking Usher and Chris Brown, them niggas ain't got no full beards. Y'all all on they dicks. I don't want to hear that shit. A googly motherfucker like that, man, you shouldn't even be in a conversation with me, man. The fact that I even gave you a conversation, man, I'm destroying it now so you don't come back. I want you to go in the bathroom and say, the only thing you should be looking at yourself is saying, what Pornhub movie am I going to watch? Fuck out. This nigga going to say, Nate, you bugging. You ain't watched The Wire. Of course I watched The Wire, googly. Okay? You and your fucking goddamn reading glasses, you fucking clown. Why don't you get some real glasses instead of fucking walking around the street with reading glasses, you piece of garbage? You a dark-skinned nigga. You should have took heed to this, you fucking googly bitch. All right? You should tell your mother to fucking take back them goddamn Medicaid glasses and run them over them. Okay? Go into a real store, nigga, say, fuck the Medicaid section, nigga. Show me the real glasses. I look like a dick. Okay? Pick the gayest flame in this motherfucking optometrist or salesman in that damn glasses store. Tell him, can you help me out? I'm a hot fucking mess. And he gonna be like, God damn, you are, nigga. Okay, you must have watched that Axe Nate, motherfucker. He told you the truth. Yeah, I watched him. Yeah, he was right. Well, he sent you in the right place, you fucking googly bitch. We don't even want you here in the gay community. Now, you know you're a piece of shit when the gay niggas don't want you. Okay? Even a gay motherfucker don't want you, googly. Okay, googly? All right, you gotta have, you better make sure you have some money. You need to tell these women, I make $1 million a year. That's the only way they're gonna even give a fucking attention to you. I don't know if you got a page talking about cologne. What kind of gay shit is that? At least Kevin Samuels was, I know he was a faggot, whatever, but he still was a good dude, right? He was trying to teach y'all niggas how to dress before he fucking fell off and dragged the black women. I liked them before that. I did. You know what I mean? Gay or not, I did. But you supposed to be some straight nigga, but you sitting here talking about motherfucking Idris Elba. You want to know what his ass smell like too? What cologne do you wear? Why don't you fucking DM him? What cologne do you wear? Good luck on that. He gonna look at your gay ass and say, oh, hell no. I'm going back to fucking England anyway. Get the fuck out of here, you piece of garbage. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for the new listeners. Every now and then we get a shithole here, and you shouldn't have been here. See, this is the type of nigga that you shouldn't talk to me, man, in public. Don't say nothing to me. Nate, I learned nothing. Nigga, I don't want you to learn shit. I'm going to erase everything you thought you learned. All that shit didn't apply to you. I lied. Okay? I lied. Get the fuck out of it. Beat it. Yeah. Anyway. Work on yourself, ladies and gentlemen. God damn, it's humid as fuck today. I got to get out of here. I love you all. All right? Except you, shithole. Okay? You fucking goddamn Idris Elba groupie. Get the fuck out of here, you piece of dirt. Okay? You are the reason why women are all fucked up. You tell them what they like. Now you fucking up my men here because they thinking they got to look like Idris Elba. Okay? All right? We not going to sit up there talking about no UK actors and taking American roles, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. That nigga Idris played a nigga from the States in The Wire. That ain't no acting. Okay? Get out of here. Denzel Washington ain't never rocked no full beard, nigga. Girls was all on his dick. He ain't falling to that corny fucking trend. Trends come and go, nigga. That's just a dying breed. Just because Conscious came up in here and said she likes a man, now she want to fuck a nigga on a horse in a haystack in Texas. Come on. You don't listen to her. That shit, you shitholes are angry because you niggas don't know how to deal with a woman. Women put a lot of effort and you scare her. I don't want to deal with these Americans. You look scary. That's why. Women don't like pedophile looking niggas and old ass looking men. They don't like that. Okay? So let's try something for a change. Let a man tell you to get it together. Don't listen to her. So respectfully, ladies, don't fucking listen to her. Okay? She'll probably like, I like a man with a belly looking like Trick Daddy. Next thing you know, you look like Trick Daddy. Like, okay, she says she like that. No, she lied to you. She probably don't want nobody to want you. Well, Trick Daddy got sex appeal. I mean, what else do the woman got? When women start telling you Trick Daddy got sex appeal and motherfucker Lorenz Tate don't, do you want to date somebody like that? If she likes ugly ducklings, let her have it. God damn. Trick Daddy is atrocious. Okay? That's the type of nigga that'll be in that all-white affair, but he's rich. You know what I mean? He be in that right affair and then talking about all these black women need to get their shit together. Yeah, but he looking like dude on a goddamn stick. You get tired of waking up every morning saying, God damn it, something ain't right. I just can't get no pussy. I want to fuck these models. I can't get them. I can't attract them. You ain't lying, LeVar. You ain't lying. I know I got to be easy. And you know what's funny, LeVar? I was trying to be easy, LeVon, sorry. I was trying to be easy, LeVon. But you know, when he asked me a question, he started asking about, what about this man? I said, oh boy, here we go with that cocksucker chronicles. You could always tell when a nigga want to suck niggas' dicks. Because then he started asking questions like that before you know it. Then when I told him, I said, nah, man, we don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga, you know, instead of him staying quiet and going on to the next question like women should do, he catch a titty attack. Oh, you talk about my boyfriend. And come on, get the fuck out of here, man, okay? I guarantee if you told that nigga you give him 20 grand to fuck you up the ass, he won't do it. You can't get no attention from a man. So a woman, how you gonna get attention from a man, you fucking loser? Yeah, but Lorna, I had to get him. God damn it, nigga. God damn it. You know, they just put suicide motherfucking fences up on the Verrazano Bridge. God damn, I don't even know where to tell you to go. I can't tell you which way is up, nigga. I could just tell you to go to hell, you piece of fucking garbage. God damn. He made me do that on a Sunday. God damn. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. God damn. That piece of shit always gets me. God damn. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. I do apologize. God, please forgive me. Please. Please. That's y'all got these videos going around. Oh, we can't believe Sherman Hemsley was only 47 back then. So what? What about now? What happens when kids start looking back on these videos 30 years from now? They see all y'all gray-haired niggas looking like Santa Claus sitting in a club at an all-white affair. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody gonna be saying nothing about the woman. They ain't walking out there with no roosters and chickens and shit on the top of their head. Y'all niggas are walking around with damn bath foam around your beard. Get the fuck out. Y'all niggas are looking crazy. Okay, yeah, let it go. Let it go. Let it go, black man. Let it go. It's over. Shah LaVon, man. Yeah, when that clown walk in, before this is what happens. When he walks in a room, this is what women hear. That's what you hear, you piece of shit. Okay, when I walk in a room, nigga, this is what people do. Okay? All right, you piece of fucking dirt. When you walk in the room, this is what they hear. Fuck out of here, nigga. Clown. I can't stand a clown, nigga. And you insecure pretty woman, don't call me no more. I don't want to hear nothing about your crazy fucking ass. I can't stand a pretty bitch that's insecure. I can't stand it. Loony bin. Don't come to me no more. Okay? Don't even come visit me. Okay? I love conceited woman. I love a bitch that knows she bad, okay, or have no clue. But I don't like no insecure pretty bitch. I can't deal with that. That's worse than an ugly bitch. I'd rather fuck the ugly bitch because I already know that you see the problem with your pretty ass, you're going to end up jumping off a cliff. You end up jumping off the tent. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Let me tell you something. Insecure pretty women are crazy. They're the craziest bitches on the planet. Okay? I'm not lying. Look it up. Punch in, go to YouTube right now and says model jumps off of a balcony in Manhattan. Punch that shit in and see how pretty that girl is and tell me if I'm not lying. I admit we all need a validation. Every human being breathing needs validation. That's what keeps us alive. You in a deathbed, you hear family talking, it may even make you alive again. We all need validation, no matter how much I crack at that. I'm realistic, we all need it. But the one thing I can't deal with is a crazy bitch. And if I ever dubbed you and stopped talking to you because you're crazy, I can't fuck with that, okay? Because I don't know which way you coming from. And that's a major turnoff. I'd rather hear a bitch fart, okay? I'd rather hear a bitch fart, okay? Before I see a crazy pretty bitch, because it's like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? What? Then you going to take it out on me? You're going to have a problem? Another few months, you're going to request to remove this, Man, I mean, you see, this is why I tape everything. Meta glasses, okay? Video in my fucking... You visited my studio, it was taped. I had to record your crazy ass just in case, because I don't know what you would do. Because you're crazy. Okay? I know a lot of you men would be like, yo, they'd rather meet the pretty girl. No, you don't want you want a pretty girl that knows she pretty or she don't know at all. It's the best. If she pretty and don't know at all, she's humble. If she's conceited, then she know what it is, and that's great. But if she don't know who she is, oh, forget it. That is a problem. Stay away from pretty, insecure women. I seen this one pretty bitch that I know. This bitch did a video in a graveyard the other day. Walking around a graveyard with a selfie stick. I'm telling you, them niggas is nuts. They bug out, a depression comes in, they start doing crazy shit. They shut down, they nuts. And you'll sit there like, I don't get it. Because she don't get it. Nate, what women in Hollywood dress the best and have style? Believe it or not, Tracee Ellis Ross. She dresses her ass off. She always did. Mary J. Blige is the worst dresser in fucking history. She's terrible. Greasy, always greasy, hair always fucked up. I think she'd be having a sister do her weave. Her shit is chopped. Mary J. Blige does what she want to do, what she want to do it. You know what I mean? You women like that, you can't fix that. You know what I mean? But Tracee Ellis Ross dresses her ass off. When she ain't doing that internet shit, that bitch get busy. With no stylist. Because look at her mother. When your mother's Diana Ross, nigga, you got no choice. That part. So shout out to, as corny as Young Jeezy is, I got to give him the credit. You know what I mean? Step it up, ladies. Push these niggas to clean up, clean their skin, get their skin together. Don't want their skin looking like Jason Weaver's blotchy ass. Clean their shit up. Charlamagne was a hot mess when he came in the game. He cleaned that shit up. Got to clean it up. Black men need to get back in the skin, nigga. You got all them fucking beards, and when they cut your shit off in that funeral home, they're going to be like, God damn, ooh, he's a mess. We got to put some makeup on his face. I'm telling you. You don't want to be a hot mess in that box. So prepare for that good, clean skin. That's when they say, God damn, he looks good. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. God damn, I appreciate you. Oh, somebody took their like back? Oh, somebody had their like there. Somebody, give me another like real quick. Watch this. Give me another like. Somebody put up another like up there. Somebody had their like, and I guess he got his titties, his panties in a bunch, and he put the like down. I didn't, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Whoever did that, thank you. You know, see it? See what I mean? Out the door. That's how you gotta look at life, man. Let them go out through the back door and let somebody else come in the new. Y'all gotta restart replacing the old and in with the new. That's it. That's it. God damn, I'm out, ladies and gentlemen. Shit. I love y'all, man. Clean up, man. Black man, get your ass in a fucking bathtub and sit up there and pray. Let your ass soak in stinking feet. Okay, women love hygiene. They love a man that looks hygiene, clean, not dirty. A big beard, you don't want to like one of these motherfucking Hell's Angels. Let them niggas have that big beard bullshit. Clean yourself up. Oh, nigga, does it make us try to look at we acting? No, nigga, you're not trying to be young. It's called fucking polish. Polish your shit. Teach that fucking bum that when he tells you that. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. God damn.